First payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
With smartphones being such an integral part of our daily lives, it is truly an inconvenience when it doesn't work properly. It disrupts the normalcy of our day. When you go into the cell phone store to have it repaired, they just try to upsell you on a new phone. That's why the owner of iDrop, T. Kell, left those places and opened iDrop. His goal is a happy customer. T. Kell and the team will listen to what you have going on and work to solve the problem of your broken device in a way that best suits your needs, instead of trying to upsell you on something that you just don't need. They don't just repair phones, they can service your laptop or PC as well as your Mac. Windows 7 support is over, but iDrop can help you transition to Windows 10. They have a 5-star rating on Google with hundreds of positive reviews. Let me say that again. I don't think y'all understand how big this is. They have a 5-star rating on Google. Their customer service really speaks for itself. So if you ever find yourself with a device that isn't performing as it should, give iDrop a call at 865-888-9740 or check them out on Facebook at iDrop of Knoxville. If man made it, they can fix it.
Deep down the middle's got his man, and he's gone. Jason Swain, touchdown.
It's time for the Swain Event with your host, Jason Swain.
My man.
Real sports talk for the real sports fan.
All you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him.
It's time for the Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
Give me 2 laps and a Ric Flair.
Swain Event and SwainEvent.com, fueled by Dead End Barbecue, top 100 barbecue restaurant in America. It is Wednesday, 4 minutes past the top of the hour, live from the Low T Center studio. Ben McKee, Jason Swain. And the Swain Event, again, is fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Hour number 1 is brought to you by Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical on the first day of September, folks. And Hiller is offering credits for your old home system. You can trade in your old HVAC system and earn up to $1,500 toward a new select system. Can't beat that. That is going on right now at Hiller for the month of September. HappyHiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free. Proud sponsors of Tennessee Volunteers Athletics, National Predators, and the Swain Event. Ben McKee, the real MVP. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to the best month of the year. Happy September. Happy September. The best month of the year. And happy Michael Pilardi days until it's football time in Tennessee.
That's right. That's right. Velus Jones. Velus Jones days.
Trayvon Flowers days.
Jalen Hurd days.
Shout out to Jalen Hurd making the 49ers roster with Jawan Jennings.
Man, I'm glad they didn't pick one or the other.
I know they cut Michael Pruitt, former Titans tight end, which I don't blame the 49ers. I'd cut anybody named Pruitt as well. But glad that both Jawan and Jalen were able to make the team. And I don't care what anybody says about Jalen. Yeah, he quit on his team in that moment, but there were a lot of things going on behind the scenes that went into that. I'm not going to let that one moment dictate me rooting against him when he gave his all for Tennessee and every other game but that one moment.
You never want to celebrate anyone getting cut because, this is their livelihood. But the guy's last name is Pruitt. So, Ben, what did the 49ers say?
Bye, Felicia.
They ain't say that. They said something else.
What'd they say?
They did. Bye, Felicia is a great guess. It's a great option. You can certainly use Bye, Felicia, but that's not what I was referring to.
Bye, Felicia.
That's not what I was referring to. Get on, now. Get on out of here.
Go on now.
Go on now. Get on. Get out of here. That's what I was referring to, man. You gotta get country with it, man. Last name is Pruitt, man. You know how to get country with it. Get on out of here. Come on in here, Juwan and Hurd. Let's get it. So happy those guys made the team and, man, get them checks. Because you're going to need them checks living in California with them taxes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And I think Juwan can be an NFL receiver. I don't think he'll ever be a number 2, number 3. I don't even think he'll necessarily be a number 4. But there's no reason he can't be the 5th or 6th guy in a receiver's rotation and be able to step up like Marquez Callaway is stepping up for the Saints right now when the go-to guy gets hurt. I think Juwan can definitely do that, is more than capable of doing that. So I was glad to see him make the team because, again, I do think he can have a really nice NFL career.
He's about to go real country. I think Marquez is Callaway.
Marquez is Callaway. Marquez is Callaway.
Putting the S on everything. Y'all going over there to Kroger's? What them freshmen's talking about? Them freshmen's are going to play this year? Putting the S on everything. Oh, man.
But happy Leonard Little days.
Jason Witten
days.
Yeah, man.
Jonathan Kongbo.
Brandon Warren. Vince Moore, who you hear his voice during the show. His sexy voice. Memphis sexy voice on the show.
Do we have to use that word to describe it?
Hey, man, I'm secure in my manhood. I'm secure, so
that's fine.
He got a nice voice.
Have to use that word to describe another man's voice.
Hey, man, I'm secure, so I'm giving my guy props, man. I'm giving my guy props. So he has a nice voice. How about that, man? If I make you feel uncomfortable. For Vince Moore, how about who else rocked the number 1? Let's see here. Kenny O'Neal. Kenny O'Neal rocked the number 1 right after some receiver award in 06. But yeah, man. Yeah, we here, Ben. We are here.
Jonathan Kongbo days.
You already said Jonathan Kongbo.
Michael Filardi.
You already said Michael Filardi. Tired of you already, man. What time is it? 7:10. Goodness gracious.
Happy Jason Swain days away. Happy Jason Swain days away. And happy birthday to Brazil Vol. Says that today is his birthday. I'm not going to say his age because I don't know if it'll offend him. Some people don't like the age being shared, Look at you with all the chains today.
Two chains.
What, you sitting next to Joe Milton last night, seeing his chains made you want to break out your chains?
I didn't even see his chains. He had chains on?
I think he had
I always wear one.
I didn't really pay attention, but I'm pretty sure that he was wearing a chain.
I didn't know you had a chain on. But I always wear one chain. Yeah, like that's new, but had to break out the second chain today. Actually, I had the second chain on yesterday. I just had it tucked in. Like Craig and Day when Debo's come around the corner. Got to tuck mine in.
I always have my chain on, but I wear it in a respectable manner under my shirt. I'm kidding. It's always above my shirt.
You're like a baseball player.
No, baseball players let that thing.
I'm letting it fly today,
that thing
man.
show and
Two
fly
chains.
around all over the place. I don't know how baseball players play with these heavy chains that are smacking them in the face.
Now mine ain't heavy, that's for sure. I ain't.
Got to show off the drip.
Mine's not heavy. That's for sure, man.
Man, look at that big old lion head you got hanging on your chest.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a Leo, so I always represent the lions, man. That's my spirit animal.
It is
man.
heavy. That chain's got to be heavy.
I got three spirit
got to be weighing you
animals.
down.
I got 3 spirit animals. One for land, air, and sea, man. So, shark for the sea, for the water.
It's too early for this. Making my head hurt.
Eagle for the air.
I like eagles.
Eagles, yeah. And lions for the land, man. That's my
If you could be an animal, what animal would it be?
Yeah, maybe a lion.
Even over
It'd be a lion.
shark or an eagle?
It'd be a lion, man. It'd be a lion. That's my spirit animal.
Well,
so.
maybe one day you'll actually start acting like a lion, like you think that you do.
I guess so. I guess so. Right now, I feel like Tony the Tiger, man, because the Swain Event is great. You know what was great? That was ridiculous. Man, Tennessee Prom after about a couple minutes was great, man. The content was great. Technical wise, I'll handle that. But the content was amazing. Joe Milton and Cade Mays. Man, that was cool, man. That was really cool. That was we made history last night. I can say that. We made history. Ben, how does it feel to be a part of history? 50 years from now, when you are old and gray and ugly looking, even more ugly than now, people will read about you in the books. Like,
yeah,
that Ben McKee and Jason Swain and Austin Price was a part of history. At the first NIL show in Knoxville, right there, Gus's Fried Chicken, and Volstorm came out.
That's unfortunate.
Will came out. It's good to see all the good people there. But man, it was really cool to chop it up with Cade Mays, man. I tell you one thing. The one thing that stood out to me the whole night, Ben, Joe Milton, Cade Mays, everything they said a lot of good stuff. The one thing that stood out, Ben, before I tell you mine, what was
yours? Kobe is a Leo?
Kobe Bryant?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, duh.
That explains a lot.
That does explain a lot. The one thing that stood out for me last night was I want to go duck hunting with Cade Mays.
The one thing that stood out to me is that Joe Milton does not want to go duck hunting with Cade Mays.
Joe gave the typical brother response.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was too down with
I wasn't either.
Putting an animal away.
I wasn't either, man. Because Turkey Man has invited me to go, do all that stuff, and I've been invited several times by friends that do those things, and that Joe's reaction, just like my reaction at first, but man, just listening to Cade talk about it, I kind of want to do it, man. I want to go duck hunting with Cade Mays. I think that'd be cool, man.
Do it.
I think I'm ready to do it, man, one day. So, no, it was cool to see those guys talk about, how they got there. They both transferred from another big-time program. It was a perfect fit for Joe Milton. Tennessee needed a quarterback. There was some familiarity between him and Josh Heupel and company from, Heupel recruiting him when he was at Central Florida. I didn't want to spend any or too much time talking about Michigan and what went wrong. So I tried to throw him alley-oops and see where he would take it. But he wants to prove himself wrong. He don't need to prove anybody else wrong or prove anybody right or wrong, whatever, or worry about any critics. Coaches know, assistant coaches know, his teammates, former teammates in Michigan know. And he knows kind of what didn't happen in Michigan. But, man, he has a fresh start. He has a fan base that is starving. I mean, starving. Like your stomach is touching your back starving. Like for quarterback play. And he's a guy that can provide it. He's confident, but he's extremely humble, man. That's one thing that that really jumped out about last night is extremely humble. Even when I try to get him to talk about, what he wants his legacy to be after he finishes up his career at Tennessee, because playing quarterback is just not playing a regular position. Like, it means something at Tennessee.
It just happens to be the most important position in all of sports. No
pretty
big whoop.
much. Yeah, pretty much. But Jennifer Morris is right. K made duck hunting sound magical. He sure did. It's like a commercial. It's like, man, I think I want to duck hunt. For 37 years, I was like, nope, I'm good. If I want to eat some duck, I'll just go to a store. But K made it sound like it was the thing to do.
I'm good.
You good?
I don't like the cold weather. The cold weather is what is going to keep me away.
They make jackets.
I don't care. Not warm enough.
Me and Kay gonna be sneaking up on ducks. Gotcha! Bang bang! Like Nintendo.
You cannot sneak up on a duck.
Like Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know, man. Can't have your phone out there. I'm not gonna get some tweets off.
Okay, you sound ridiculous. Now.
Can't have your phone out there. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. About to tweet, hey, about to roll up on this duck. About to get him. As soon as I push send, duck flies away. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Peace and quiet. Just escape from all the hustle and bustle. Sounds like a good time. Josh in Virginia says, great content last night. It's awesome to see young people using the talents God gave them. Motown Wang. Boy, I hope that. I'm scared to what that really means. Great show last night. Hearing Kay and Joe got me on the hype train. Well done, Swain. Now Ben was a real MVP, man. Back here pushing the buttons.
I didn't do anything.
A lot of people did a lot of work to make last night possible. And Big Ben was one of them. Bobby in Georgia. A couple different ways. If you missed the show, you can go back and listen to it or watch it. It's available on the Swain Event YouTube page. It's available on the VolQuest YouTube page. If you just want to listen, it's there on the Swain Event app. So all you got to do is go to the app, hit podcast, or wherever you get your podcast from. If you subscribe to the show and to the podcast, you'll see it. Oh, he already saw it. Never mind, see it on the app. We got you, Bobby. You know we got you. Bobo. We got you. Let's see what else is on text box to start the day.
Sounds like I could go duck hunting with Charger Vol. He says he has heaters in his duck blind, so really doesn't get cold. All right, I'm good. I'm sold on that then. Because I agree with what Cade was saying and what Charger Vol says. Nothing like watching the sun rise over the water and the sound of the world coming to life. I agree with that. That would be the reason I would go. I mean, on Monday, you asked me about my new drive to the show each morning, and I talked about how much I love driving over Henley Street Bridge and seeing the sun come up over downtown Knoxville and over campus and on Neyland and Thompson Bowling. So that's what I'm here for. And then plus, growing up, I always went fishing with my Paul pretty early in the morning and saw the sunrise over the lake plenty of times, and it is absolutely beautiful. So that's why I would go hunting. We need to make it happen.
Now you sold.
Yes.
All right.
Look, you got whatchamacallits in there, heaters. I'm good to go.
Okay.
I just don't do. You know me. I do not like being cold.
No, you don't. We'll see if K Mays got any extra room in the truck. See if you got any extra room. Now, K was cool, man. Okay, this is first time meeting K. First time meeting Joe Milton. First time talking to those guys. So they were really cool. Really cool. Just really happy for them. The show last night was about them, and then it was about the fans. Fans being able to chop it up with the players, real life. That was real cool because usually there's a wall kind of put up between the players and the outside world.
How many autographs did Volstorm ask for?
And
did he maintain his 6 feet of social distancing? Because we don't need Volstorm being the reason that Tennessee has to forfeit the Pitt game.
Oh gosh. Volstorm was on his best behavior.
Did he get close to Joe Milton
Nope.
and Cade Mays?
Nope.
Okay,
nope,
good.
Nope.
'Cause I don't want Volstorm to be the reason we have to forfeit next week's Pitt game. I think it's a little too close to worry about the Bowling Green game being forfeited. But next Saturday's Pitt game, I don't want Volstorm being the reason Tennessee takes an L.
Yep. No. Volstorm was on his best behavior, man. After the show, Volstorm and I sat down and broke some bread and hung out for a little bit.
It's cute.
Yeah, we had a date. So we hung out a little bit.
Was Andy there?
Volstorm was there. No, Andy. Let's take a break.
Let's do it.
Before you say something, to give me an email. 865-255-03. I'm going to just forward you the emails. I'm just going to forward me you.
I forward it right to my trash. Junk.
It's a beautiful day when you wake up and you're not a Gamecock.
Interesting.
Getting ready to play your first game of the season with a player coach like Adam Sandler from The Longest Yard or Burt Reynolds. Got a real quarterback, not a graduate assistant that have to play quarterback because of the injury. How awkward is that? Ooh, did I ruin you around the SEC, Ben? Did you have that on around the SEC? Did I ruin it?
Yes,
My
but
bad.
I have plenty of news and notes because I just do. It be like that, boss.
Hey, man. You Ben McKee. I don't expect otherwise. 865-255-03 is our telephone number, the Irish Networks hotline. We'll take our first break of the day. Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
If you want to get in on the conversation, call the Iris Networks hotline at 865-200-5503. Grow your business with Iris Networks high-speed fiber internet. IrisNetworksUSA.com.
If you're coming to Knoxville and need a place to stay, do yourself a favor and book a room at Hampton Inn Paper Mill, also known as the Hampton on the Hill. This award-winning property is literally in the top 5% of all Hampton Inn properties. The GM, Stephen Lawrence, is a good old local boy who grew up in the business around Knoxville. He and his staff are always available, always willing to help, and will go above and beyond for their guests. The newest Hampton Inn in Knoxville has clean, affordable rooms, flat screens, fridges, and microwaves in every room. Plus, breakfast is included in every rate. Not to mention, there's also a pool and fitness center on site. If it wasn't so close to amazing restaurants, bars, and shopping, you would never want to leave. At only 6 miles from campus, you're still right in where the big orange action is. Go to HamptonInn.com, search Knoxville, and book your room at the Hampton Inn Paper Mill or call 865-693-5400.
Good morning, Swain Event crew. As the weather heats up, so does our market, and from Johnson City to Knoxville, eager buyers are grabbing up many available properties. The chili is hot in East Tennessee, so if you are ready to buy or sell or want to talk more about our local real estate market, I'm just a phone call away. Or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com. And go Vols!
We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
For a replay of each day's Swain Event TV, like us on Facebook.
Volstorm on the text box says Ben is so jealous he didn't get any of that Gus's fried chicken.
No.
I got some Gus's fried chicken. You know how to take some home.
Now, if you had the chocolate chess pie heated up with vanilla ice cream on it, then yes, I am jealous.
Next time I'll make sure you get some. I'll bring it to you. Let's see here. Tina R says on the text box, my favorite part was when we asked Joe Milton about running through the tee for the first time, and what his reaction will be and how he's going to handle that. And he said, man, he probably gonna cry his first time running through the tee, and that was a surprising answer right there, because you're talking about someone that has like the Michigan entrance is boo-boo. Like, it's really terrible. Have you seen the Michigan football entrance?
Where they
it's terrible.
Jump up and slap the banner?
That's it.
Their high school entrance?
It's terrible because, like, where the locker room is in the stadium, so it makes the entrance really awkward. Like, they don't come out on any side of where the goalposts are. They come out, like, out the visitors' side, I think, and it's just weird. It's just weird, and so like they put this big old sign up, and so like the players jump up there and touch it, and so there's nothing that compares to the interest in college football at Tennessee running through the tee, and I understand how emotional it can be, especially like towards the back end of your career. But that was an interesting question, and I didn't double down on the question because I don't know him like that, and I didn't know where the conversation was going to go. But I imagine it's because of the road of being a starting quarterback at Michigan, and then not being a starting quarterback and having that adversity, and then battling back, working his tail off. And then being the starting quarterback here, being appreciated by his teammates, and being in this situation, like I would imagine that would be an emotional moment for him running through the tee. But my advice to Joe Milton was, man, do not trip. That's the only advice I got for you.
My favorite part was when Cade was explaining the wall walk, and he said, "Man, that's a long walk." That was my favorite part.
Yeah, man,
yes, it is.
You don't need to warm up. That is the warm-up. That is the warm-up right there. That walk is something.
He was so confused as to why you were telling him not to trip. What you mean? I ain't going to trip.
Hey, man.
He was confused on which direction to go.
Just follow everybody else.
He's goofy, man.
He is.
I like it.
Yeah, man, which makes you a part of the guys, man. Yeah, which makes you part of the guys. So, last night was cool. I look forward to the show growing, evolving, getting better. Really, really cool, man. But yeah, we are one day away, and I was thinking, Ben, about.
And then he was like, how could I follow somebody when I'm in the front? And then he was like confused as to why there would be cheerleaders and
This ain't high school, Joe.
in front of him.
This ain't high school, man. There's gonna be people in front of you. Yeah, there's gonna be people in front of you. The quarterback ain't just first.
Like Turkey Man said, follow Smokey.
Yeah, just follow everybody else and don't trip. That's all you gotta do.
And Coach Heupel's the first one out. So
yeah, but Coach Heupel ain't gonna maintain that lead. Everybody gonna pass him.
I don't know. He's competitive. I could see him stiff arming a couple guys.
Boom,
bam, beat you.
Hype was not Spencer Rattler in his day at Oklahoma. So he was a pocket quarterback. So he won't be maintaining a lead from the Tennessee locker room all the way to the sideline. He will get lapped. But when you lap Heupel, don't trip. That is the rule of running through the power T. Don't trip. And you may not trip, but you have to pay attention to the people in front of you, because if someone in front of you trip, then you can trip over them. So that's my only advice.
Did you ever have a teammate that didn't make it through the tee?
I think somebody tripped before. I'm not sure who it was.
It's kind of really surprising that Tennessee hasn't had a embarrassing moment with the tee.
Well, we have athletes here for the most part.
Why hasn't it showed in our record?
Shut up, Ben. No one asked you. No one asked you. Turkey Man is right. Just follow the dog. Anyways, so I was thinking about today. One day away from the first game of the season. And obviously the game is on Thursday. It's going to make it difficult for some folks to be able to attend. We have been so blessed here on the program that we have had an anonymous donor send us season tickets for the sole reason of blessing someone else. That's the sole reason. So when this person got season tickets, he got season tickets for himself, and then got season tickets for the Swain event, just to be able to share tickets with those that in any other circumstance would not be able to go. So I was thinking about, what should we call this? What should we call this? And it started kind of a movement, to be honest, man. I got a bunch of tickets, folks. Bunch of tickets. People have contacted us on Twitter, sent emails, sent in their tickets. I got a bunch of tickets. And I want to call this Blessings Forward. I'm going to call it Blessings Forward. We always talk about, paying it forward. Something good happens to you, pay it forward, pass it on, bless someone else. And that's what we want to do with these tickets. Blessings forward. We want to give people that normally don't go to games, can't go to games for whatever reason, an opportunity to go. And we got parking passes too. So, Ben, I got your little ticket on the side. I put your tickets on the side.
I don't need it.
I'm always gonna bless my boy.
Eating my ice cream sandwich in the press box.
Hey, I'll be in the press box this time. This is my first time being in the press.
With the Chancellor?
No, I'll be in the Vol Network. I'll be in that area, man. Yeah, I'll be up there in the Vol Network box, man. So hey, or the press box. So I'm starting to be like you, man. So I need you to tell me where to go.
You're gonna sit up there the entire game.
I need you to tell me where to go, Ben. I don't know where to go. I need directions.
The press box.
I've never been up there before.
Go to the elevator.
I'm following you, Ben. I'm just following you. I don't know where to go. I'm following you. But anyways, these tickets. This is for Swain Event family. Swain Event family. We got people that listen to the show from all different walks of life, and I want to be able to pass some blessings forward to our family, folks that listen to the show and support this show. And I know the game is on Thursday, so if you want to go to the game, reach out, send me an email, slide in the DMs on Twitter, and we'll see if we get you taken care of. We typically sometimes do like a trivia question, man, but man, we just want to bless people today. We just want to bless people this first game. So
I'll even throw you an ice cream sandwich out of the press box.
You can't throw.
Yes, I can.
Well, that's why you wasn't a pitcher when you played baseball. You can't throw. You can't throw. You be throwing that.
Throw better than you. That's why you played receiver. I did something that involved throwing.
The only reason I play receiver is because I can't throw the ball to myself.
Yeah, okay. Would you rather be a quarterback to where you get to touch the football on every single play?
Well, now looking back at it, I wish I was a quarterback for sure, man.
Yeah,
no doubt. I wish I was a quarterback.
Talk about Josh Heupel being no Spencer Rattler. You definitely would have been no Spencer Rattler.
I'd be like Josh Dobbs without the brains.
You'd have been like Jared Garantano.
Boy, you better stop. You better stop. Them fighting words, man. I will swing on you. I will swing on you, man. Oh, man. That's right, Howie Stevens. Big Orange, blessings forward. That's what we're going to do, man. We're going to do that. We're going to bless the Swain Event family. You want to go to the game, don't have any tickets, call your boss and tell him, I'm going to be sick tomorrow.
Josh in Virginia's message is my favorite. You got any parking passes? Let me holla, 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 holla. That's what people care about the most.
So the tickets come with
the parking passes.
The parking pass come with the ticket. So the tickets just, can't just give out the parking pass, but the parking pass will come with the tickets.
AKA Swain is keeping the parking passes to himself.
I already got a parking pass. I'm good, man. I got a parking pass. I got a show to do game day for Vol Network, so I got a parking pass.
For $500,
stop.
Somebody can have my parking pass. And it's right next to the stadium. It's the garage that is across from the football facility. I think it's G3. You can park in there at $500. I've made the walk to Neyland. You know that big old grocery store on the other side of 40 on 17th Street? You know that grocery store?
Yeah.
I've parked there and walked to Neyland Stadium to avoid paying for parking. So if somebody wants to give me $500 for my parking pass, I'd be more than happy to walk that walk again.
The parking pass is more valuable than the ticket, man.
I know.
In some cases. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. We got Attaboy coming up. We got Around the SEC coming up. Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
I'm Vince Moore, wide receiver, VFL 1991, and you're listening to the Swain Event.
JC's Tree and Landscaping Service specializes in quality tree work done at an affordable price. Trimming and removing trees are their specialty. They also offer other services like land clearing, stump grinding, crane services, and all of your basic landscaping needs for both commercial and residential. JC's will give you a free estimate and beat any written quote by a competitor to guarantee that you get the lowest price around. Don't risk your land with a fly-by-night service. JC's Tree and Landscaping is licensed and insured. Give them a call at 865-599-3799. Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? A true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at GarzaLaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
At Iris Networks, we know that business communication solutions are critical to your success. Since 1998, we've been helping businesses in East Tennessee by providing reliable and affordable high-speed fiber internet and voice solutions. That's why Iris Networks is your Tennessee communications partner. With internet speeds up to 100 gigs and work-from-anywhere solutions like mobile apps, video conferencing, and file sharing, we make sure you can stay connected to your customers and great communities we live and work in. Iris Networks, because just like you, Tennessee is our home.
Guys, your health right now is more important than ever. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels checked. It all starts with the annual wellness exam where they do a comprehensive health assessment exclusively for men, making it quick and easy to take care of your health. And now they offer monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatment. Most insurance is accepted. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment and make your health a priority. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare. Here on the Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue. Okay, Ben, what you got today, man?
Shane Beamer is not getting off to a great start there in South Carolina. Not his fault, not anything that he did wrong, just some very unfortunate luck. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that Luke Dowdy, their starting quarterback, was stepped on in practice and suffered an injury that would make him questionable for the opener. Well, he's not going to play in the opener, it appears, because Zeb Noland is going to start for South Carolina. Zeb Noland was put on the roster 2 weeks ago. Zeb Noland is a former Iowa State quarterback and had began working as a essentially like a student assistant. Wow. Graduate assistant, I should say. Wow. He is a GA, and he was put on the roster because of the lack of quarterbacks South Carolina has. They only had Luke Dowdy, which they also went out and got a D3 quarterback transfer, which, what does this say about him? Because he is listed on the depth chart as the second string.
I'm asking you saying this, you know, it's not Shane Beamer's fault, but how did you get in this situation with just one injury? Like one injury at quarterback put you in this situation?
Yep.
I mean,
well, they went out and got a transfer. They got this kid from some D3 school up north, but I think he got here and they realized why he was playing D3 football.
That's what I'm saying. Like Shane Beamer, how do you out here?
That is his fault.
You are at South Carolina in the SEC. Like, I'm not sitting saying you should go out and get the #1 quarterback transfer in the portal, but I am saying you in the SEC, you should at least be able to go out there and get someone better than the quarterback at the D3 level. That one injury to a quarterback doesn't put you in a position where you have to play a freaking coach. Like, wow. And I like Shane Beamer. I like Shane Beamer's one of the good guys. Gray Atkins is on that staff, former Tennessee offensive line coach, Montario Hardesty's on that staff as running back coach. That's my guy right there. Marcus Satterfield was a former Tennessee assistant. You know, he's offense coordinator. So I know more people on South Carolina staff than our own staff, to be honest. Like, I don't really know a lot of folks on this staff besides Rodney Garner and Willie Martinez. Now I met Josh Heupel, but that's about it. So there's some good people on the South Carolina staff. Don't get me wrong, but man, how do you put yourself in that position with just one injury at the quarterback position? That's I ain't never heard of that before, man. Now, we have brought Derek Brodus from the couch to kick. That was years and years ago, but man, that's just something right there, man.
Yep. Yep.
That is something.
Should have gone out and gotten a quarterback.
When they play, man, I can't wait to watch it.
Saturday against, I believe it's against Louisiana Monroe.
Man. Go Monroe.
Yes.
Over here talking good about the coaches. I want them to lose, though.
Louisiana.
I love y'all coaches, but lose. Can't stand y'all. Because you're on the opposing sideline. Maybe the other McKee says, how about Gatewood or Maurer?
I'd much rather have Joey Gatewood or Brian Maurer than a graduate assistant.
Man, you don't mean that. What else you got?
So you'd rather have a graduate assistant than Brian Maurer? For one game against Louisiana Monroe.
For one game? I don't know.
When all South Carolina is going to do is hand the football off to Kevin Harris and Marshawn Lloyd 50 times.
So
which maybe
their starting quarterback comes back next week or something? Is he going to be magically healed?
It's not like a long term.
Someone's laying hands on him and he's going to be just magically healthy next week?
Not magically healthy, but maybe healthy enough to play. I think it's a week-to-week ordeal. They play – they really got 3 weeks. They play Eastern Illinois this week.
Okay.
I don't know who's playing Louisiana Monroe. Maybe that's Missouri. I don't know.
Go Eastern Illinois.
That's right. Which is where isn't that where Tony Romo played?
No, I think so. I think it was somewhere around there.
I don't know. South Carolina at East Carolina week 2, and then Georgia week 3. So they've got a couple weeks to get Dowdy back.
Yeah, Tony Romo, Eastern Illinois.
I'm just a walking encyclopedia.
You are, man.
We have some other quarterback news in the SEC. Two starters have been named. Clark Lee at Vanderbilt named Ken Seals the starter for their opener against ETSU. Let's go Bucks. Let's go Randy Sanders. And then Texas has named redshirt freshman Hudson Card their starting quarterback over redshirt junior Casey Thompson. Like I'm throwing Texas in around the SEC.
Yeah, it ain't official yet, but
it's official.
I like it.
The SEC announced them. It is official.
They in the Big 12 still.
They're still the Big 12.
But hey, I'm totally
the
cool.
move is official.
I'm totally cool with adding them to around the SEC.
We gotta know what's going on for when Tennessee whoops that trick. But Texas is they better be careful week 1. They play Louisiana.
Billy Napier got it going on.
That's right, Billy Napier. Ooh, that would be quite the win. I wanted to share this note on LSU from over the weekend or from Monday. They left Baton Rouge at 9:30 on Sunday night, and it took them all night to get to Houston as they evacuated for the hurricane. They left at 9:30 Sunday night and got to Houston at 8 a.m. Monday morning. Because of the evacuation traffic, it took the team buses more than 10 hours to make the normal 4-hour trip. So LSU dealing with some unfortunate circumstances going into game week. I believe they're spending all week in Houston this week.
Yeah, man. Yesterday, it rained all day.
All day.
And
all night.
I mean,
still raining.
Man. And, I had to catch myself because, I'm hauling in, thousands of dollars of equipment to go in do our remote. And it's raining, and, that's not ideal. But I had to stop myself, man. I wasn't going to let myself complain because I know there are people out here battling, even worse elements. And you look at what's going on down in the Gulf and Louisiana, man. It wasn't too long ago when they were hit with Katrina and Rita, and now they have another hurricane they have to deal with. So, truly sad, man. When you think about it, some things you just can't control, and that's one of those things, man. Those natural disasters, flooding. We're experiencing that right here in our own state. We've dealt with tornadoes. California deals with like earthquakes and stuff like that, and So it stinks. But so I had to catch myself, man. I wasn't gonna let myself complain just because it was raining a little bit here. What else you got for around the SEC? That's it.
That's it for today.
I like it. Big Bad Voodoo Nate says he's laughing because being called Swain JG, I'm dying. Man, that hurt my feelings right there. Let's see here. Bobby in Georgia, shoot me an email, man. Go to the app, shoot me an email. Twitter, shoot me an email, and I'll get with you after the show. I'll get with you after the show, Bobby. Let's see what else here. Big Worm, please tell me you've listened and watched this Tyler Bray interview. I have not. The last couple hours, I've been all in on Tennessee Prime and doing that show, and came back home to get ready for this show tonight and putting everything back together here in the studio and watching tape from the first show, looking to get better to the second show. Had to go check the tape. That Coach Fulmer, so did that. So now I didn't get a chance to check out Tyler Bray's interview. I have to do that during the break and see what's up there. But man, what a good job, Cade Mays and Joe Milton, and what they did yesterday there on the debut of Tennessee Prime. I can see how Joe Milton can get the guys to rally around him, man. Laid back, down to earth. Would not talk about himself at all, but it was really cool to see him talk about Cade Mays. Like the moment that he knew that Cade Mays was his guy on the offensive line. Pushing through the elements, being a little tired in fall camp, protecting him while he's in the pocket. Like, it was cool to see those guys talk about each other. So 1 minute, you don't even know him. I mean, think about it, like Cade and Joe didn't even probably know each other when Joe was at Michigan, and now they're boys. And this is how special sports can be. Like, sports are special, man. You bring a bunch of people together for a common goal, and before you know it, voila, you have this lifelong relationship. Sports are awesome, man. Sports are special. They really are, man. Sometimes, the academic folks, they truly don't understand how important sports are outside of just the score. Like, sports are about developing relationships, building discipline, building character. It's amazing. South Pittsburgh Vol says Tennessee is in cruise control by halftime tomorrow night. Hope so. It should be that way. Should be that way. Tennessee's in cruise control by halftime tomorrow night because what? I guess he wants us to fill in the blank.
Because Bowling Green is terrible.
I gotta answer this a little different because I think Tennessee's gonna. I think these players are gonna come out with their hair on fire. I think
they better, or else we'll have some serious issues.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come out with their hair on fire.
I'm not worried about that at all. Like that hasn't even crossed my mind. Like Tennessee not playing hard. Like the way that they've gone through spring practice, the way that they've gone through summer workouts, the way that they've gone through fall camp. I mean, that has been kind of their identity is practicing with their hair on fire. I mean,
I think playing hard is different because you can play hard without the chest bumps, the high fives, the celebrations. Like you can play hard between the whistles and do your job. Like Bill Belichick, do your job. Like you can do all that and play hard. Mm-hmm. But I mean all the other stuff, man. The energy on the sideline. The music's playing. I want to see people dancing, having a good time. Like I want to see some high fives. I want to see after a sack or interception or tackle for loss or a third down stop. Like I want to see guys, celebrating. That's kind of what I mean with on top of the playing hard. I get what you're saying. Like, of course, playing hard shouldn't even be honestly a topic or a question. Right. It's something you should do. But sometimes the other stuff you don't see because the fun is sometimes sucked out of the game because football is so hard. It is a business. It is grueling. And so sometimes you just forget to have fun. But that's what I want to see, man. I want to see the guys having fun, playing hard, playing with the hair on fire. That's what I want to see. And considering the last couple months that these players have had before Heupel, at the beginning, I'm sure it was a big adjustment for some of those guys. Like, this is the prize. Like, all your hard work that you put in during the summer, during the winter, all the early morning runs, all the practicing while you're hurt, practicing while you're sick, the surgery, all-season surgeries, the rehab, like, all of that was for this moment tomorrow. This is the prize. And so I just hope they enjoy it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if it didn't appear that they were having fun because that has been the primary concern with this coaching staff outside of X's and O's. Josh Heupel talked about it on Vol Calls Monday night that they have purposefully spent so much time doing the team bonding exercises and all of that because they want to pump fun back into the program and also get to know each other and show that the coaches care more about the players than just football players, that they care about them as people as well. So I would be stunned if it didn't appear that they were having fun and guys weren't chest bumping or high-fiving or whatever way they want to go about celebrating with one another because we've seen it all throughout the offseason. So it would be a complete reversal if they didn't do it game one.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, for sure, man. 865-255-03. We'll chop it up with Tom Hart of the SEC Network in hour number 3 at 9:30. Man, I'm so happy to hear Tom Hart. One of the best in the business, and certainly has his eye on Knoxville. Man, it was once home to him, but can't wait to chop it up with Tom Hart. We'll do
Tom's
that.
calling the game, so wanted to get him on. Tom,
Cole, and
Jordan Rogers.
Yeah, my boy Jordan. He still ain't answered a message.
I actually sent him a DM and asked him if he
answer.
wanted to come on the show.
He ain't gonna answer. We're gonna have to keep calling him out, man.
But he has a bunch of followers and a bunch of
It don't matter.
Bachelor and Bachelorette followers, so I doubt I'll get a response. But I tried.
He be trying to big time us over here. It's all right, man.
Trying. He does big time us.
Let me go back and see when I sent to him that DM. We can call you out, Jordan.
Goes down in the DMs.
I'm on your side, man. I'm on your side, Jordan. Jordan Rogers.
Wouldn't expect anything else from a Vanderbilt guy.
I don't like Aaron either. I'm on your side, man. He's a Packer. Come on, man. I'm on your side, Jordan.
You know, Vanderbilt folks gonna stick their nose up at people.
Oh yeah, he should have known.
Should have known. Oh. Let me sip on my grape poupon.
October 28, 2018. Man. I can't wait to meet Jordan Rogers. I'm going to tell him about himself. With his perfect hair. Get out of here, man. 865-255-03. Hour 2's coming up. So we get my man Cole Kubelik. We get Tom Hart. And Jordan Rogers over here big timing us, man.
How many slick shots do you think that crew is going to throw at Tennessee?
No, they won't do it. Tom Hart won't allow it.
Not on TV?
No, they won't allow it.
I bet there'll be 3 or 4.
Probably come from Jordan Rogers. That's probably why he won't come on the show. He's scared because, we're going to set him straight.
I'm with Brandon Luckett. Forget getting Jordan Rogers. Let's get this girl JoJo on the show.
Well, y'all ain't right. See, y'all always being disrespectful. Always crossing the line.
Not just fulfilling Big Arch Mac's wishes.
He ain't wish nothing. He's not even awake right now, probably. Hour 2 coming up.
At work,
Can't call in? Don't feel bad. You can talk to the guys on the text box. It's part of the free Swain Event app.
Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing?
Calling around to get the best rate on a car loan.
Why? Everyone knows Alcoa 10 is the best choice to purchase a vehicle or refinance your current loan. And with low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
When I made the move to my own studio, I was worried about this. I was worried about that. I was worried about, hey, did I get this piece of equipment? Did I get that piece of equipment? Does that sound good? Does that not sound good? One thing I didn't have to worry about, that was office furniture, because Office Furniture Outfitters met my furniture needs. With a 50,000 square foot facility, they have East Tennessee's largest selection and are the best value for new and used office furniture. Located in Knoxville, it's easy to find everything you need for your new space, including desks, file cabinets, chairs, conference tables, and more. Office Furniture Outfitters is turnkey. They came to my place, we mapped everything out that was needed, they delivered, and get this, set everything up. To learn more about what Office Furniture Outfitters can do for you, log on to ofonox.com. That's ofonox.com.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over.
When you see the happy face on our truck, you'll be smiling because you'll know that you're in love.
At Hiller, we care about your family's comfort all year long. If you get caught without air conditioning this summer, we're offering a free service call with any repair. That's a free service call when we do the work on your HVAC system. Visit happyhiller.com to schedule your appointment today.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Touchdown or Turnover is backed by Alcoa Federal Credit Union, a place where you belong. Swain Event, SwainEvent.com, fueled by Dead End Barbecue. It is time for Touchdown or Turnover, backed by Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, a place where you belong, better rates and better service.
What was that?
Better service.
Sounded a little different the first time.
Better service. I was trying to sound like a Yankee, a Northerner, but you know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, you completely whiffed.
Vol fan in Charlotte says, can the Vols defense get a shutout tomorrow night? So touchdown turnover. Tennessee's defense will pitch a shutout against Bowling Green, touchdown or turnover.
I say turnover. I just don't see. Now I don't see Bowling Green dropping 30 on Tennessee's head. That would surprise me. It would surprise me if they got to 20. I mentioned yesterday that at least on Tuesday morning, my score prediction was feeling like 42-6, 45-10, somewhere in that range. So I think Bowling Green will score between 7 and 13 points, and that's because everything's not going to go perfect tomorrow night.
What? Really?
Everything is not going to go perfect. So many new players on this football team, particularly on the defensive side of the football, with all of the attrition that Tennessee has had to withstand. And you have a new coaching staff and just so much new scheme, new coordinator, so much new that everything's not going to go perfectly in game number 1, even against a horrible football team. So thankfully, Tennessee is playing a horrible football team to where they can get some correctable film on tape, and they can go back and correct those mistakes, and it won't hurt them to make those mistakes against Bowling Green, because Bowling Green is so bad. So just because of so much newness, not only the attrition, but guys in new roles as well, even the returning players, some of them are in new roles. I don't expect it to be perfect tomorrow night. So I say turnover. I do think Bowling Green will score at least once. Shutouts are hard, even against the really bad teams.
It wasn't hard for IMG.
Nope.
Against Bishop Sycamore.
Maybe that's where Brian Maurer can transfer to. Then he'd really be the star of the team.
I think he's too old, man. Too old. But I mean, hey, you can fake the birth certificate. Got a lot of things going on that's fake about that program. Yeah, I'm going to turn over, man. I think it's hard. You know, we get the other second, third string guys in. You handle business. It's hard to keep someone out the end zone, man. One play can get you in position to kick a field goal. There's just so many things that can happen. So I say turnover. I doubt Tennessee's defense pitches a shutout. But man, have you read some of the details about Bishop Sycamore?
Yes.
About how like they were recruiting kids, telling them they were going to be like the IMG of the Midwest, and had like brochures and you said they're going to be on Netflix.
Yep.
What?
A scam artist.
Wow.
The crazy part is that the coach had a warrant out for his arrest.
Wow, man. Wow, I feel bad for those parents and kids, man. Wow. And he just now got fired. So, like, all the stuff that happened before, the attention from ESPN, you just now firing him? Just wow.
And it was because of the 2 games in 3 days.
Yeah.
Not the ESPN ordeal. Not the warrant out for his arrest, but the 2 games in 3 days, which that is the worst of the 3. But it's like that pushed you over the edge. That.
Man, oh man. Just when you thought that you've seen and heard it all. Wow. All right, let me get back to this text box. Volguy78 says you think Brian Maurer may transfer to South Carolina.
If South Carolina knows what's best for South Carolina, they won't take Brian Maurer.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard for Brian Maurer to get some phone calls in the SEC, because everyone knows what is going on pretty much in every locker room. When you look at articles during the summer from like Athlon Sports and you get anonymous coaches on record, don't they pretty much nail what's going on about each other's, rival and other schools, because they all know.
They all talk.
They're all
buddies because they've all coached together. It's a little bit different, but it's like Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. You think Nick Saban didn't tell Bill Belichick that Mac Jones was going to be just absolutely awesome in the NFL? I mean, they go back 20, 30, 40 years, Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. You don't think Nick Saban would have told Belichick one way or the other whether he thought Mac Jones was going to be awesome in the NFL.
Well, yeah, no doubt.
Because they're like boys too.
Yeah.
But that happens like in college as well.
Yeah,
Like it'd be amazing to kind of go through each coaching staff and see how they're all intertwined.
Yeah,
everybody knows somebody.
I'm sure someone on Tennessee staff has worked with someone on South Carolina staff, and I'm pretty sure like if this would be a good article for you to do, man, get research. There of all questions, man. This would blow up the website, man. Shut down the server with this article. You should research it. The connection between every staff in the SEC and see who has worked together in the past. I'm pretty sure there's a connection with every single staff.
That it would take me a week to put that together. I guarantee you. It'd take me a while for sure. Because forget even coaching ties. South Carolina has a former Vol on the staff. You don't think Montario Hardesty can't make a call to Jason Swain and find out what happens with Brian Maurer? I mean, Montario could make a call to just about anybody, and they're going to tell Montario about Brian Maurer. And then Brian Maurer's going to go back to Shane Beamer and say, no, we don't want him.
Why you doing that to me, man? You still mad I ain't help you move?
Yes.
Why you put me on the spot like that, man? I haven't talked to Montario in a while. Giving him his space because, he's a rival right now. That's my guy, though, man.
So you consider South Carolina a rival?
Dude. Tennessee, where Tennessee is right now, yes. Everybody's a rival.
No, that's not how rivalries work.
Everybody's a rival in the SEC East, man. Honestly, South Carolina is the least rival.
Who is
in the East? Honestly,
yeah. Who is the team you hate the least in the East? For me, it's Missouri. Not even close. I just do not care about Missouri.
I forgot about Missouri.
See, my point.
I forgot about Missouri. Yeah. Because I haven't seen one Missouri fan talking trash or being obnoxious or.
None of their players or coaches have really done anything to irritate me.
No, they just.
And honestly, we should thank Missouri because without their incompetence, Tony Vitello would not be at Tennessee.
Yeah,
Vitello wanted that Missouri job, and they decided not to offer him. Decided to go a different route. Chose somebody else over him.
I definitely don't dislike a school because of baseball. I was thinking more like football. No problem, Missouri. Some Carolina fans here and there, they're a little delusional, but it don't bother me that much. Now I can't speak for Casey and Vol Nation and all the people that live in South Carolina that got to deal with
they probably
Gamecock
hate
fans.
South Carolina the most.
Yeah, but for me, but anyways, I don't know what Brown Maurer's going to do.
Is Missouri the team you hate the least in all of the SEC? Or dislike, because obviously we dislike every team in the SEC outside of Tennessee. So do you dislike Missouri the most?
Yeah, I think so. They just don't bother me that much.
Or the least, I should say.
Yeah, they don't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. They don't threaten me.
Yeah, Missouri, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, kind of just really even A&M. Just kind of, whatever. I'm so mad at Arkansas and the baseball shenanigans that took place.
Oh yeah. I was ready to throw some hands. I take that back. Yeah, I was especially when Van Horn and Vitello was getting after each other there on the field. I was ready to go. So yeah, let me take that back. That team
ruined Arkansas for you.
It did get me up, and that's baseball. So yeah, I take that back. And then LSU a little bit too. So
yeah, but Missouri's in that class with the Mississippi schools and A&M. It's just like whatever. Yeah. I don't want them to win, but I'm not going to be upset if they do win.
Yeah. Kojak says not able to listen live, but just wanted to say great show last night. Appreciate that, Kojak. We had someone earlier that was listening to a podcast who listened to yesterday's show trying to throw shade about what they were hearing. It's like, yo, man,
You're listening to the wrong show.
You listened to an old show complaining. Oh, man. Brandon B says over under 3 passing touchdowns for Milton in his debut.
Under.
I'm pushing.
They'll run. Yeah, I think he'll get. Oh, you think he'll get 3?
Yeah, I think it'll be 3 touchdowns.
I think he'll get 2. Well,
I'm going with the push.
If they score like 45 points, that's what, 7 touchdowns.
Excuse me, what'd you say? Huh? Sir, what did you just say? 45 points, 7 touchdowns. Here, Ben, I want you to go to your phone.
Oh, that's 70. I'm an idiot.
Wait, I want you to go to your phone, Ben. There is an app on your phone.
Be 49. 7 times 7, 49.
I thought you said 45.
I wasn't like being exact.
Math is exact, Ben.
Yeah, but I said it'll be like 45 points.
Math is exact.
Got me second guessing myself.
You should be.
Somehow getting to 70. No, you make
7 touchdowns is 49.
No, you making it something that is not. I said
Yeah,
if
it
they,
wasn't 49.
I said if they score around 45 points, it'll be around 7 touchdowns. That's what I said.
All right, Joe Milton, 3 passing touchdowns.
You ain't
week
twisting
21.
this into making me seem dumb.
21 points. Math ain't your thing. It's okay. 21 points.
You're just complimenting me for my math last week.
Hey, man, I knew you was hooked on finals growing up. I was just trying to give you confidence. That's all.
Got me over here second guessing myself.
21 points, 3 touchdowns.
Why
For
you
Joe,
the way that you are?
For other quarterbacks to play and other guys to play, Joe, like you want to see that. Like that needs to happen. I think it's push. I think it's a push. I think Joe Milton will throw for 3 touchdowns. I think he will. I think he will.
Well, I initially said under just because I think they're going to run the ball a good bit. But even if they get to 45, 49 points.
Because it's the same, right?
Correct.
Who's on the phone?
Then they're going to have to score 6 or 7 touchdowns. You don't listen. You over here making fun of my math. You don't listen.
45.
I said they're going to – if I think they're going to score around 45 points, that means they're going to score around 7 touchdowns. So when I say around 45 points, that doesn't mean exactly 45 points.
It could be 6.
I think they're going to be in the 40s, which means if they score in the 40s, they scored around 7 touchdowns. I don't understand why this is so hard to understand.
It could be 6 touchdowns.
No, you're making this something that's not correct. It could. That's why I said around 7 touchdowns.
Hey man, I'm giving you.
It could be 6 or 7.
Your housewarming gift.
No,
I got it all. I got a couple presents coming for you.
You don't listen.
The next one is gonna be a calculator.
Trying to make me seem dumb.
I'm gonna get the big calculator, the big one you can hang on the wall.
If they score around 45 points, it'll be around 7 touchdowns. I don't understand why this is so hard.
I'm going to the phone.
No, we're not going to the phone until I finish my point.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Bill Nye, science guy.
Said under, because I think they're going to run the ball a good bit. But if they get to the 6 or 7 touchdown mark, I don't think they're going to run for 4 or 5 touchdowns. Although Joe could run for one, maybe like 2 Joe Milton passing touchdowns, Joe Milton rushing touchdown, two rushing touchdowns between Tyon and Jabari, and then a special teams or defensive touchdown. That's what I think will happen. Take that for data.
You feel better about yourself?
Yes.
Just tell me who's on the phone. Let's just get to the phones. I love me some Ben McKee, man. I love me some Ben McKee. He ain't gonna lose no point. He gonna fight.
And you know what? Thank you, Josh Little Rock. Tennessee could score 7 touchdowns and miss a bunch of extra points to where they end up with 45. So how do you like that?
Okay. All right, man. All right, who's on the phone, man? Who's first? Not your boy Josh in Arkansas who had to come to save the day for you.
He's second. It's who did? Oh, it's Rev.
Rev. Good morning, Rev.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Rev, did you know that Joe Milton's starting quarterback?
I knew that the day he transferred. I was just giving you guys crap yesterday. Ben, did you not graduate college?
He didn't hear you. Rev, got a question for you, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Did you not graduate college?
I graduated from Tennessee, baby.
I had to do his homework. We had tutoring sessions over here after the show every day. Swain Event Tutoring Learning Center.
You didn't say around.
I heard around
7
in my head.
touchdowns. No. You said 45 points. What is that? 7 touchdowns?
I said
like verbatim. Because I'm staring at my phone right now. I was going, what?
It was quick math.
Oh man, y'all crazy.
Quick math.
Y'all crazy, man.
Swain,
y'all acted like I messed up 2 times too.
Man.
What'd you say?
I said great show last night, man. That was awesome getting to kind of know those players behind the scenes and and whatnot. And you trying to get the players in trouble, trying to get them to do backflips at the floor game.
Yeah,
they
man,
were not going for it.
Yeah, he said he can do a backflip. I want to see it. I want the world to be able to see it. He's done. He said he did like 10 backflips already in practice. Well, come on, man. If you're doing 10
trying
in practice,
to give the people what they want.
Exactly. Let's get a backflip against. Now, I do feel bad. Hopefully, Florida didn't take that as bulletin board material. That I want him to do it in the Florida game. But whatever, it don't matter, man. You don't need bulletin board material to play in the SEC. But I want him to do a backflip in a game, and I want him to get up by a lot of points, score a touchdown. That way, the coach will be cool with you getting a 15-yard penalty.
Most important part, man, is he's having fun. Mm-hmm. That's the most important part.
That is. It looks like these guys are having fun, man. And they got a quarterback that's loose, that's laid back. And listen, I'm not a big fan of continuing to throw shade at JG. I think it's a little excessive.
Who? New phone.
But the kid wanted to be good. He wanted to be great. He tried too hard at times and was just very uptight. And you got to loosen up, man. You got to have fun. And Joe Milton seems like he's doing that. And that gives you confidence. That gives your teammates confidence in you. It makes them relax, in tense situations. So that's one thing I noticed last night. Just, man, he laid back. He's cool. Obviously, he has the physical tools. He's been blessed with that. But he's laid back. He's cool. He's humble. So looking forward to seeing how that's going to benefit him on the football field and his team on the football field.
He sounded confident in his abilities last night. He was trying to brag too much on himself. He was really holding back, but you could tell he knows what he can do.
Yeah, he wouldn't talk about himself. That's for sure.
I think one thing that was glaringly obvious last night, which makes me excited for Joe, is he has no idea about the Tennessee traditions at all, and I think tomorrow night's going to blow him away. I really do.
Yep. No, you're right about that, man. He is gonna learn today.
Rev.
Yes. What?
What's 8 times 9?
8 times 9?
Didn't do it quick
I'm
enough.
a truck driver, man. I don't get paid to be smart. You the one that gets paid to be smart.
No,
you got to write like 50 articles a week.
Nope,
Me, I get paid to drive. That's all I get paid to do.
I don't get paid to do math. So
don't try to turn this around.
Smart.
You already messed up. You don't want
to. You can't even do 8 times 9 off the top of your head. It's 72. According to my calculator.
Why do I care about that? I don't get paid to do math.
You're
the one that got.
You the
one that went dead over a big old college degree. All right, not me.
I didn't take math at Tennessee.
I went the technical path in high school. Matter of fact, I didn't even graduate. I don't think I passed Algebra 1.
I got an A in stats. Does that count?
It does count. It's all good, Rev. I count my money just like Day when he give money to Big Worm. I don't know how to count either sometimes, so it's all good.
I got an Excel spreadsheet telling me to do my math.
There it is. That's all you need.
That's what I do. I just plug in numbers. It just does everything.
I'm gonna start calling you then next time I need to multiply something or divide.
Hey, there we go. See, I have a app on my phone called a calculator.
There it is. That's all you need.
I got you. I got you, man. If you need help, I got you.
I appreciate you.
Hey, where's them season tickets at, Swain?
Right here.
What section?
Chancellor.
No, they over on another desk. I have to go check them out and see. So I don't know off the top of my head, but I got them right here.
I'm going to attend my first Tennessee game since 2013 Vanderbilt.
Oh man!
Tomorrow night, and I splurged. I bought tickets in the U section.
Oh, you fancy!
So, anyways, boys, I'm gonna get off here. Great show. Love listening to you guys. Much love. Have a great day. Go Vols.
You too, man. Be careful on the road. Josh in Arkansas. There it is. Josh, good morning.
Morning.
Hey, good morning, sir.
I wanted to do a Volstorm impersonation real quick. Get my throat clear a little
Let me
bit.
turn the volume. Are you going to yell? Donnie, turn the volume down.
Have you seen my
yeah,
movies?
Oh, yeah, I'm young.
You going to do your Samuel Jackson impersonation?
Doesn't your youngest have some multiplication tables sitting around the house to give Ben? He needs to work on them sevens.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Guys, we are Jason Swain days away from football time in Tennessee. I'm pumped.
Who?
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped for Michael Pilardi days for sure.
Jason Swain days, man. I'm pumped. So, 2 quick questions. I'm going to hop off here. I got to go into work. But they're for both sides of the ball. I was looking at some Tim Banks comments on ball calls, and I love what he said. He said, for those who didn't listen to the ball calls, he was talking about defense and having to go against quick offenses like ours, and he spoke on benefits of, I guess, having that in their own backyard, being able to practice with them so they're prepared. But he mentioned, 9 times out of 10, the defense messes up before the offense makes a play. So I thought that was really intelligent, really smart, a good way to dumb down something that may be difficult to grasp for people like myself. It is a very good point. But he also talked about, like, defense, what people want to see when they're looking at our defense. And he mentioned, some aggressive players, but that love to play and they're sound. And so my quick question on defense was, the players that are kind of in this 2023 or 2022 recruiting class, who are some players that epitomize, what Tim Banks is looking for in a defensive player? And then on the offensive side of the ball, Ben, I'm with you, man. I think he'll throw. I think Milton will throw for 2 touchdowns, but I think Wright and Small are going to have some rushing touchdowns to get another quarterback in before Milton can throw for a third. So that said, offensively, who's going to be our second-string quarterback that plays? You got to work on them 7 buddies, not me.
I was doing the approximate math on the go.
Hey, like I gave you a technical out, brother. They can miss a bunch of PATs and then still have 45 after 7. So
exactly.
We can drop 60 points. If we miss 3 PATs, the conversation will be about the kicker on Monday.
Yep.
I can tell you that right
on Friday.
Now. Yeah, on Friday. All right. Thanks for the phone call, Josh. Appreciate you. The 2022 guys and 2023 recruits on defense. Ben, I know you talked to the recruits and probably have more of a pulse of recruiting than me. So, I don't know if there's anyone worth mentioning on defense to answer Josh's question about, the type of players defensively Tim Banks is looking for or looking at. I know Tennessee is after some corners for sure.
Yeah, Austin mentioned those yesterday. Ephesians Prysock, who plays for the Clausens out there in Cali. He is one that Tennessee is after. Andre Stewart from North Cobb High School in Kennesaw, Georgia. He's committed to Kentucky. Jeremiah Caldwell, he's from Michigan. He camped here over the summer. Actually grew up with Kamal Haddon. He was committed to Kentucky at one point, but decommitted at the beginning of August. Those are kind of the DBs that they are after at the moment. But there's I could sit here and list off individual players all day long. Walter Nolan, obviously, somebody along the defensive line that they really want. At linebacker, they want Joshua Josephs, but the way Austin made it sounds like Georgia's on the verge of offering, and that could be a game changer. Carlton Madden Jr., he's from Georgia as well, and already has a Georgia offer, and looks like he's saying all the right things when it comes to having an open recruitment, but kind of feels like Georgia there. So there are individual players that we could talk about, but I have noticed to Josh's phone call that every recruit that I talk to, Tennessee talks to them about how they like how versatile that player is, and that player can do so many different things within the position that he plays. And you've already seen it with the commitments that they already have. Elijah Herring, the outside linebacker from Riverdale High School there in Murfreesboro. He is very versatile. Plays the edge in a 3-4 scheme and routinely rushes the quarterback. But with his size and athleticism, he can pretty much do anything and has been clocked at a 4.5 in the 40. He can run. And I mentioned that he primarily plays on the edge, but Tennessee has mentioned using him as an inside linebacker and an edge rusher in some situations. So he is a versatile guy. Caleb Perry, the recent commitment on August 17th that Tennessee got out of Kentucky, he's a guy that plays everything for his high school. As a junior last year, he lined up at linebacker and safety on defense, helped out on offense, playing part-time at running back, quarterback, and receiver. So that's been the common theme that I've picked up on in talking to these recruits and looking into the different prospects that Tennessee offers. It's also on the offensive side of the ball as well, not just the defensive side of the ball, is that they truly look for players that can be versatile and do many different things within their position group, not just labeled as just an inside linebacker, but a guy who is primarily an inside linebacker, but on third down, if we want him to get out after the quarterback, we can line him up on the edge and let him get after it, or vice versa, as I just mentioned a moment ago with Caleb Herring. He plays on the edge most of the time, but could line up at inside backer. So we've seen that in the secondary as well. Corners that can play safety, safeties that can play, in the slot at nickel or even play corner. They're really harping on versatility, and with today's day of college football and offenses being so athletic and spread out and fast-paced, you have to have a bunch of versatile athletic guys that can do a bunch of different things, so you're not pigeonholed into only doing one thing.
Dang. How about that, Josh? You went in for a little sip at the water fountain. You got the whole fire hydrant from Ben, man. What an answer.
Take that for data.
There you go, Ben. I like that, man.
How you like them touchdowns?
Yeah. I like that information. That was good right there,
How many
man.
touchdowns did I score during that answer?
6.5.
6.5.
It'd be about 38 points. Let me get the Rusty. Rusty, good morning.
That's not even close to being right either.
I know.
7 times 6.5 would be 45.
I'm getting a Rusty.
38 would be 5.5.
Come on, man. I ain't going there, man. You gonna make my calculator.
No,
out.
you gonna make me look dumb. I'm gonna make you look dumb.
You gonna make my phone shut off, man.
Ben, I think that's what Swain was doing. He was being ironic.
I don't think he was. I think he was being serious.
He was. Hey,
He
man,
said it
so
with a serious look on his
Swain-
face.
Swain was being low key, throwing shade at the kickers, and saying we're going to miss 4 extra points.
Nah, man.
No,
I love the kickers.
I'm just pulling them down with me as I burn in my stupidity.
I love the kickers, man.
No, I think
especially like a
No, I mean I'm just saying it was being like trying to like subtly tell us that our kickers are going to be bad this year.
You know Ben ain't doing that, man.
No.
Ben got a tattoo that says
PU, baby.
PU.
I even got like
on his right booty cheek.
It's my left, but I've got PU on my left cheek and special teams U on my right cheek and kicker U underneath.
On the lower back.
No, I honestly
you got power T like a tramp stamp.
Rusty, I have no idea how Tennessee's kickers are going to do. What does the depth chart say? Chase McGrath or Toby Wilson? I mean, Toby Wilson looked good in his limited time last year. I think he did miss 1 extra point, if I remember correctly, or maybe he was perfect. I can't remember. But Chase McGrath was a really efficient kicker at USC until injuries kind of got in the way, and Toby Wilson just haven't seen a ton from him. So I honestly don't know what to expect from the kicker position. Definitely feels different than last year when we felt like Brent Samaglia was going to have a great year, and he struggled at times. So who knows?
Where's he at?
Such a Georgia Tech. Such a fickle position.
Yeah.
He transferred.
So, are you guys? Is 7 touchdowns really what you're expecting tomorrow night? 6-7 touchdowns in that ballpark?
I'm actually expecting more.
I'm in the 40s. That's my expectation.
I'm with Swain. Because I guess I assume, and maybe I should ask. Do you guys feel like we're going to play the tempo that Heupel normally played everywhere he's been I mean, we're going to play really, really fast.
Yes.
Which means the ball game's going to be over about 1 a.m.
I mean,
and there's going to be just tons of possessions.
I expect them to do what they've been working on. I expect them to do what Josh Heupel has done, everywhere he's been, when he's been the head coach. And that's one place, Central Florida, the last 3 years. They put up a lot of points and put up a lot of plays in the course of a football game. I'm expecting to see that tomorrow night.
I assume we're going to have the ball because of how fast we'll play, like probably 8 times a half. We'll probably have eight possessions a half, which means we would only score 7 times out of 16 possessions. 7 touchdowns out of 16 possessions would be really bad, I would think, against Bowling Green.
Yeah, maybe. I think it'll come down to how much does Josh Heupel want to keep his foot on the pedal. That's why I say in the 40s. I don't think they finish in the 40s because they're inefficient. I think they're in the 40s because Josh Heupel takes his foot off the gas.
Well, according to most of the or a lot of this fan base is out there yelling and screaming and acting a fool since Heupel made the announcement on Monday. We're going to get better on offense whenever 15 comes on the field. So, if you listen to them, we're liable to score more points.
Yeah, but if 15 comes in, I feel bad for him because that probably means that the second team offensive line is in, and oh boy.
Hey, I'm just being kind of a jerk to a lot of the people that came out mad about the announcement on Monday. I can't let 7 play. I'm fired up for this kid. I thought he was brilliant last night. Swain, y'all love the show, and I couldn't get enough of how respectful and humble and team oriented Joe was. It was a beautiful thing to see, and Cade was awesome as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Rusty, thank you so much for the phone call, my friend.
You bet.
We'll go right back to the phones. Stephen Raleigh, good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Man, wonderful. How are you, sir?
Very excited that we're getting back to football season, man. It's wonderful. But I will tell you this. I am cautiously optimistic about how we're going to do this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've all got a little bit of battered Vol syndrome from the last several years of the first game with the first coach and all that other stuff. I don't think that we're going to have this fantastic, like we've been locked into the program success tomorrow. I think it's going to be a closer game, and I don't think it's going to be as high scoring because we're going to be knocking the rust off and getting familiar with everything in a game situation. So I think we're going to end up with a score of something like 31-14, 31-17. That's what I think we're going to end up seeing, which will be fine. It'll be a victory. I just don't think we're going to have that big blowout everybody's looking at.
If that happens, I'm taking Ben's mattress off the U-Haul truck and I'm burning it. I'm burning Ben's mattress.
Yeah, I would be very concerned moving forward if that's the final score. I agree with what you're saying, Steve, about being cautiously optimistic for the season. I just think Bowling Green is so bad that if it is a 31-17 type of game, which would be 4 touchdowns and a field goal for Tennessee. And just two touchdowns and a field goal for Bowling Green. I think that would be a big concern going forward, even more so.
If you look at previous history, when we've had that opening game where the team was supposedly greatly inferior, and I'll just say Georgia State.
Yeah, you're right.
They it was a lot more than met the eye when they came in, and I just see the possibility of, we've got these grand designs. And listen, I think the team is going to get better with every game this year. And I think by the end of the year, we should put 60 or 70 on Vanderbilt, which will be fine. I just don't see it coming out of the box. I just think it's going to be a slow, gradual, we got there's some other people with battered Vol syndrome, and they're on the team. So I think we got a little bit of a funk to come out of. But I think we got a great coaching staff, and I think our players are good. We just don't have the depth we need. But I think once we add some players, once we get over the coming years, and this season, long as they get some experience and get used to the system and see how it's supposed to work and get some confidence, I think we'll do better and better each game as we go along. And I think, the Florida game could be a, real test. I think we could actually perhaps pull that one off. But I guess we just got to cross our fingers, hope, and see how it goes.
I don't know about that phone call, Steve. I love you, but that phone call, it made me feel good. Kidding, Steve.
He's right about.
Man, I'm not letting Georgia State affect me like it is affecting other folks. I understand it's fresh. It happened, just 2 years ago. I get it. But man, how many times have Tennessee opened the season and handled business against an inferior team? And so I'm not letting that one game make me look at Bowling Green, who is absolutely terrible.
Yes.
And be like, I see 31-14. Nah, man, I don't see that, man. And I think Austin Price hit the nail on the head yesterday when he said that this fan base, this program needs a spanking.
Yes.
Like we need to deliver the spanking. We've been receiving the spanking. It's time to deliver it. I think this fan base needs a blowout type of win where, it's just a thrashing like that. That would feel like a cleansing.
I would like to see Heupel keep his foot on the pedal for 3 quarters.
Yeah, that's what I want to see, man. Forget all that buddy friend stuff, culling at midfield. What coaches like to do. I want to see Heupel handle business, keep the foot on the gas.
And you can do that in 3 quarters. You don't have to have the foot on the gas in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes to go and you're up by 50.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Which would be 7 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion somewhere along the way.
Yeah, for sure. 865-255-03. Be right back.
While the other guys are taking guesses, the Swain Event is taking you behind the scenes and in the huddle every morning from 7 till 10 right here.
Hey there, Swain Event listeners. I'm excited to share my new Keller Williams Realty app so you can tour homes without leaving yours. Not only can you search for homes in specific areas and neighborhoods, you can also have access to real-time market snapshots on stats like average home price and days on market, plus commute times from your office, school zones, and much more. Download my app today and get the most accurate information on buying, selling, and investing in real estate in your area. Just search for the Keller Williams Realty app and click on More in the lower right-hand corner. Type in Jennifer Morris in the Your Agent search bar, then save and you're set. And as always, feel free to reach out at 865-257-7897 or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com.
We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done, and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy.
If you're coming to Knoxville and need a place to stay, do yourself a favor and book a room at Hampton Inn Paper Mill, also known as the Hampton on the Hill. This award-winning property is literally in the top 5% of all Hampton Inn properties. The GM, Stephen Lawrence, is a good old local boy who grew up in the business around Knoxville. He and his staff are always available, always willing to help, and will go above and beyond for their guests. The newest Hampton Inn in Knoxville has clean, affordable rooms, flat screens, fridges, and microwaves in every room. Plus, breakfast is included in every rate. Not to mention, there's also a pool and fitness center on site. If it wasn't so close to amazing restaurants, bars, and shopping, you would never want to leave. At only 6 miles from campus, you're still right in where the big orange action is. Go to HamptonInn.com, search Knoxville, and book your room at the Hampton Inn Paper Mill or call 865-693-5400.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at GarzaLaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Always remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. Attaboy is brought to you by Made in Tennessee Business Fiber Internet from Iris Networks. Find business solutions for you at irisnetworksusa.com.
All right, it's time for Attaboy here on the program. We'll be highlight positivity. Attaboy is brought to you by Iris Networks. 90 days, no payment for business internet. IrisNetworksUSA.com. All right, Ben. What we got for Attaboy, man? Let's highlight some positivity today.
That's right. We mentioned it earlier in the show, but have to give today's Attaboy to Jawan Jennings first and foremost. And I am going to put Jalen Hurd in that same breath. I understand if some don't want to, but I am going to choose joy and put Jalen Hurd in that same breath. Both of them make the San Francisco 49ers 53-man roster. Very cool, especially for Jawan after being a 7th-round pick, was it? Was it 6th or 7th? 7th-round pick, and would be really cool to see him have a successful NFL career. It would be really cool to see that. So, attaboy to those guys. Josh Dobbs wasn't cut.
Yeah! Let's go, Dobbs.
So, hopefully that remains the case because they put him on the reserved injury list. So, he suffered like turf toe in the final game of preseason or some type of lower extremity injury. And he's been placed on the injured list or whatever the NFL calls it. So hopefully he'll remain with the team when he returns from that injury because Steelers have 3 quarterbacks: Big Ben, Mason Rudolph, Dwayne Haskins. If Dobbs had not gotten hurt, he probably would have gotten cut, unfortunately. So maybe Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins gets hurt before Dobbs comes back, and Dobbs can flip spots with them. Nigel Warrior got cut. That was tough to see. Apparently, he was having a really good camp with that awful team there in Baltimore. Had been playing some corner. But got cut, and I don't imagine that he'll be a free agent for long. He'll end up on a practice team, and if all goes well, I bet he'll get an opportunity at some point this season. Bryce Thompson also placed on the injured list there for the Saints, so kind of cut but wasn't cut, still with the Saints organization. So some positive developments for Tennessee football as it relates to the NFL yesterday. More guys in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would agree Bryce Thompson probably could have used another year, but
You certainly understand why somebody wants to go and pursue their goals in the middle of a transition, new coach, all that good stuff. But man, he would have been he would have been really good here under this new culture, and would have had time to develop a little bit more. But he'll be okay. He'll be just fine. He's too good of an athlete, too good of a football player. If he just stays focused and stays out of trouble, he'll be just fine and should be in the league for a long time. So, but attaboy to Jawan Jennings for securing that spot. That is huge. Huge. We'll be joined by Tom Hart here at 9:30, who is calling the game tomorrow. Man.
You know the first question? How quick, Tom, are you going to get the Dead End Barbecue? Tom Hart loves him some Dead End Barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Because Tom didn't get to get out on the road last year.
Yeah, man, he had to stay in his house, call out the game. So
nobody's happier than Tom Hart.
That is
to get out and
great first question.
I will have to ask him what his go-to is as well.
Yeah, I wonder. Friday, we would love to break bread with those who are still that's going to be in town. So Thursday's going to be crazy, man. Thursday's going to be really crazy and probably hard to do it. So Friday around 11:30, we're going to be at Dead End Barbecue. So as people are checking out of their hotels, that's a great timing. So don't eat breakfast. And then it's a great time for us because we'll be still running off adrenaline from the show. And if we wait too long, we might be asleep.
Yeah, we so Dead End opens at 11. I'm going to be there at 11 because it won't be too much longer after that I crash.
Yeah, so Friday, 11:30. If you guys want to join us, man, please let us know, and we'll get some tables together, and we'll have a Swain Event shindig and break some bread together, man. It'd be great to do that. It's one thing I love about football season is being able to connect with everyone coming into town. Biggie89 says, when do the new Pegasus Tennessee shoes drop? That's today, actually. I know they are at Alumni Hall today. And Joe Milton had them on last night.
He did, huh?
First thing I noticed when he walked up was, dang, you a big old boy. Second was, yo, you got the new Pegasus on. They sweet. So,
but didn't notice his chain.
No, I did not notice his chain, man. Did not see that at all. Volunteer Jack says the only thing I agree with Steve Spurrier on is when he said it's my job to score and it's the other team's job to stop us. I say break the scoreboard Thursday is the other team's job to stop us. Hashtag GBO. Yeah, I agree about 90% of that. When you're up on a team and you start trying to humiliate a team, that's when I think you put your players at risk of injury. Because that's when you start getting cheap shots and things like that. So, you want to be respectful, but at the same time, you want to do your job. Like you don't want to deprive your players of helping them improve, helping them get better by just running some rinky-dink run plays just because you're up a couple scores. At the end of the day, it is their job to stop you. So, I remember a couple years ago when Fulton was beating people like 50 to 60 and hanging 70 points, and I would reach out to Rob Black my goodness, y'all beating the brakes off people. He was like, hey man, when we was up, we did standard dive plays, with our backups, and I can't tell the running back just to kneel it. I mean, we was running straight up the middle and scoring. So at some point, the defense got to man up and make a play. So
I have a question.
Okay.
Who won the Fulton Central game last week?
Why you always trying to start stuff?
Fulton.
Oh, really? So Central's 0-2?
Man, you ain't right.
What's the score of the Fulton game? I honestly don't know. I honestly did not know who won until just now. I've been meaning to look it up the last couple of days.
Yeah, I think Fulton won, man.
I'm pretty sure Fulton won. I just saw
The Broadway
highlights.
battle. I think that's what
The Battle of Broadway.
My bad.
Gosh, get it together.
Was that the whole Tennessee University of Tennessee? Did I mess it up right there? I'm sorry. My bad.
Well, it was 24-7 at the end of the third quarter in Fulton's favor, so I would say that they won.
Yeah, Fulton won. They're 2-0.
Nice, and Central's 0-2. What a shame.
Why are you alienating yourself?
It's just for Jennifer.
Don't. There's more Central football fans listening than just Jennifer. You giving Jennifer crap. Now you're peeing on the cornflakes of everybody else who's a Central fan.
Look, all I know is my South Doyle Cherokees are 2-0. 2-0. We're gonna beat the brakes off of Scott, whoever that is, on Friday. Next week, we're gonna beat Bearden, and we're just gonna truck along until October 8th, where we just beat the brakes off of Central. I mean, Central's just not even going to know what hit them.
Your feud with Jennifer Morris is great, man. Your rivalry with Jennifer Morris is great. So, the other McKee says Jennifer Morris is going to throw a brick through Ben's window.
No, she likes my wife too much. It's just me that she dislikes.
Leo from Harlem Valley, boy, he has not changed a bit since we've been doing this show. He says, screw respect. You beat teams to the point where they want to quit football altogether. You make them question why they even started playing football to begin with. Yeah, I mean, you do that in the course of the game. But, like, when you're up by multiple scores, I'm telling you, man, that's when you start getting, dirty hits. You start getting late hits. You start getting penalties. And the last thing you want is to put one of your starters in harm's way because of that. So that sounds good, Leo, but you have to be aware of that if you are the head coach. Rev says, I graduated from Fulton, had class with Dennis Rogan. Dude was special. Yeah, Dennis Rogan was good now. He was a beast. Daniel Vall says, I'm with you, Swain. Can't say my own name. Can't judge this team by what happened with the past games. It was a different team, different coaching. Our team is like what the coaches preaches, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but what you do today. Go Vols. Nelson. I cut you, Nelson. That joke. I'll cut you. I cut you, Nelson. He says, Swain, you should donate that white suit to Milton for his first volleyball. I don't have the white suit.
He said he already has a suit. Milton doesn't need one. He said he had it in his car.
Laid out already, yeah, this car. Yep.
Did you go check it out? What kind of?
It's raining too much.
Here's the real quick. What kind of car was he driving?
Jordan brand.
A Jordan brand car.
Jordan brand car, blue and amazing blue, like his flip flops that he had on. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. It was raining too hard. I don't know what he was driving.
You think it was a Charger, Camaro, or a Challenger?
I mean, if he transferred from Alabama, it would be a Charger, but probably one of those three.
If he transferred from Michigan, it's probably like a pickup. A pickup you could pick up at a U-Haul.
It's probably like a Ford. It is.
No, that's what Cade was driving.
It's down the road from Detroit.
I see what you did
Motor
there.
City there.
Yeah, that's
it's probably a Ford. Now he probably got one for free. They probably took it back after he transferred.
So y'all are doing that every Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I just hope you're able to keep your days in order.
I know, man. I thought today was Thursday. Supposed to take my dog to the vet tomorrow. And I was like, what? Wait, wife, the dog is still here. Why is he not at the vet? Wait, today is not Thursday. Because then that would mean it would be game day.
Volstorm said there was a nice Charger in the parking lot.
No, it might have been his, man.
I wasn't there, so.
Might have been his. Does it say QB1 on the license plate?
My favorite license plate on campus, it was Jawan's, but now it is Jimmy the Jet. Jimmy Holiday's license plate says Jimmy the Jet on it.
Everybody knows who that is now.
Drives a nice little silver Mustang.
Dang, Ben. You gonna tell us his favorite color too?
Orange.
And the social security number? And
379.
And how much he weighed when he was
4969.
When he was a baby?
8 pounds 7 ounces.
Swain Event. Be right back.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Guys, your health right now is more important than ever. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels checked. It all starts with the annual wellness exam where they do a comprehensive health assessment exclusively for men, making it quick and easy to take care of your health. And now they offer monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatment. Most insurance is accepted. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment and make your health a priority. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
At Iris Networks, we know that business communication solutions are critical to your success. Since 1998, we've been helping businesses in East Tennessee by providing reliable and affordable high-speed fiber internet and voice solutions. That's why Iris Networks is your Tennessee communications partner. With internet speeds up to 100 gigs and work-from-anywhere solutions like mobile apps, video conferencing, and file sharing, we make sure you can stay connected to your customers and great communities we live and work in. Iris Networks, because just like you, Tennessee is our home.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Let's go to the phones. Hour number 3 is powered by Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Let's go to the phones and talk to our guy, Volstorm. Volstorm, good morning.
Baby. Damn, that chicken was good.
It was fresh, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Man, it was good. I can't wait to warm up.
Tender and juicy and got spices in it. Oh, man, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah, it was good, man. I can't wait to warm up some here for lunch today. Woo! got something for the road yesterday, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. It was good to see you, man, Philip.
Yeah, it was good to see you too. I mean, shoot, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it has been. That's right. It has been. Yeah, it was good to see you, man. And
yeah,
it was cool. It was
yeah,
cool.
there was a really nice Charger in the parking lot. I didn't see the license plate or nothing, but you know,
it was awesome prices.
Getting all that Ball Quest money. Ben, when do you actually go start making money?
I know. I've been asking myself the same question.
And why, after poor Jennifer Morris spent all that time finding you a house, helping you through the closing process, all you do is give her a hard time about Poor Central?
No. She brought this on herself because every time I see her, she brings up Central and talks about how great Central is. And she likes to talk about how awful my Yankees are. So you know what? She wants to dish it out. I'm going to dish it right back.
Hey, Jennifer, just remember what they said. They're going to lunch at Dead End at 11, so if you got to, drive by and throw a brick through his back window, nobody will say anything.
She texted me and said, watch your back, McKee.
Hey, Jennifer don't want to blow all her closing clause money and commission on bail money, do she?
Hey, nobody gonna tell on Jennifer. Not for that.
No.
I will.
No, because
Ben's got enough enemies. It could have been anybody.
Oh yeah, me. I just have so many enemies.
nobody tell on Jennifer because snitches get stitches, right?
That's right. That's right. Boy, Joe Milton's a big old boy, isn't he?
Man, he really is. No, he really is. Did you notice when I asked him about throwing the ball hard, how he was like, "Hey man, I don't really throw it that hard. I don't throw it that hard." It's like he's had to basically answer that critique of him because like you hear Michigan folks talking about, oh, he can throw it hard, but you know the accuracy is questionable, and so like I can tell that was maybe a little sore spot for him, and I liked it. Like I liked it. I think he knows he has something to prove to himself and to a lot of people. He didn't really admit that yesterday, but man, when you play quarterback, you hear it all. Like you can't not hear what people are saying. So I can tell that that's something that he want to be able to prove. Yes, he has a big arm, but man, he can also throw with touch and be accurate as well.
I like how he also avoided you trying to instigate something about Michigan.
I would never do that. What did I do? What did I do? I just simply said that the Vol Walk is better than the Michigan Wolverine Walk or whatever they do up there. I'm just speaking facts.
Trying to get I saw what you were trying to do. Trying to get him to talk about Harbaugh.
No. I wasn't gonna do him like that, man. I won't put him in that situation.
I did like his answer though. You know, my teammates know.
Mm-hmm. He said coaches too, so you know, I wonder who he was talking about. But hey, man, I wasn't trying to get him in trouble.
I mean, you can easily piece it together. Not only that comment that you all just pointed out, but when I think it was Alex Scolish or Joey Halsley, one of the two, when they met with the media early in fall camp, they both said that you can win with Joe Milton running. You can win on Joe Milton's legs. He just wasn't asked to do that at his previous stop. So, I mean, there are a lot of signs that you can piece together like a puzzle that point to Michigan putting him in positions to fail, quite frankly, which is why those who are judging Joe Milton based off of his Michigan film, why I say that if you want to be concerned going forward, like that's cool. I'm in believe it when I see it mode as well. Joe Milton still needs to prove himself, but to say he's going to be bad at Tennessee because of what he did at Michigan when Jim Harbaugh has ruined every quarterback that has gone through there, I think you're being a real simpleton.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. For some reason, that offense that they run up at Michigan makes good quarterbacks pedestrian. I mean, look at what happened to Shea Patterson.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was awesome at Ole Miss as a freshman.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then he goes up to Michigan and he just about disappears.
Yep. I mean, the last quarterback that Harbaugh's done anything with was Colin Kaepernick when he was with the 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah. That was the last quarterback that's been worth a flip in the state of Michigan is when Colin Kaepernick went on the road and beat the Detroit Lions.
0-0-16's Detroit Lions.
Yep. Sorry.
Do the Lions even field the football team anymore?
Yeah, a bunch of former Bishop Sycamore players.
Maybe the Detroit Lions.
They are the Bishop Sycamore of the NFL.
Bishop Sycamore.
Sorry, Jalen Reeves-Maven. I love you, man. I love you. I love my man Jalen Reeves-Maven, but he's on the lines. I'm sorry.
You got to catch these jokes.
You got to catch him, man. You got to catch him. Oh, man.
Guys, before I go, Swain, if you wouldn't mind, run upstairs and get your daughter's Dora the Explorer calculator for Ben. 3 boys!
Volstorm didn't want to stick around and share the breaking news that I have.
What you got?
I have breaking news. Do you mind hitting that hotkey for me?
Yeah, sure, man.
And hit the hype train music for me as well.
Okay. This is the last one, Ben. You ain't hitting all these damn keys. All right, what you got?
According to my sources, My sources tell me that Bishop Sycamore has hired Jason Swain to be their wide receivers coach and Austin Price to be their recruiting coordinator.
I'm going to be the head coach, if anything.
As the other McKee points out, the Lions did cut all their kickers yesterday. Now they don't have a kicker. How do you cut all your kickers and now you don't have one?
Now they'll score 7 touchdowns and only score 45 points.
I know, because they won't have anybody kick the extra points.
Oh, man, you're going to make me spit out my coffee. Jonathan, 77 Vol, with a serious question. A bunch of goofballs. You and Vol Storm. Will our defensive line depth be able to withstand an SEC offense? And will we learn anything about our defense from the game on Thursday, given the competition? We'll learn a little bit, but I don't think we will learn anything that you can really apply to the first SEC game of the season, which is against Florida. I'm taking the performance with a grain of salt when you play a team like Bowling Green. You just have to.
Yes.
What I'm looking for is the energy, the passion. The guys playing with the hair on fire. I know there's going to be some mistakes. You get the biggest jump of improvement from your first game to your second. So I expect that. But the confidence, all those things is what I want to see. But Jonathan Vol, man, I
you're not going to be able to. Yeah, you're not going to be able to take. You're not going to be able to have grand sweeping judgments or takeaways from the opener. You'll learn a little bit. To me, like I know it may seem like I've set these high expectations for this game, but it doesn't really have anything to do with Tennessee. It's just Bowling Green is bad. Tennessee should run the football against Bowling Green. Tennessee should be efficient throwing the football against Bowling Green. Tennessee's offensive line should dominate Bowling Green's defensive front. Tennessee's defensive front should dominate Bowling Green's offensive line. Shut down their running game. Get after the quarterback and pressure the quarterback. Tennessee's defensive backs should have the receivers in handcuffs. I mean, this is a game in which Tennessee should thoroughly dominate because Bowling Green is so bad. So, to me, like maybe I'm wrong for this, but if Tennessee's defensive line comes out and struggles or Tennessee's offensive line doesn't push Bowling Green around, like to me that's going to be a red flag moving forward until they show me otherwise.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be a concern going into the Pitt game. So I won't go over the top and just cancel the season if Tennessee's O-line doesn't push Bowling Green around, but I'll be concerned going forward because it's a game in which Tennessee should dominate.
I'm gonna burn your mattress if we don't take care of business. So you were sleeping on the air mattress or you were sleeping on your couch till you get some new furniture. I want to see it show up that basically you beat them at birth.
Yes.
You have a team of SEC quality players against a team. What conference are they in? The Big Ohio Valley?
Aren't they in Maction? The MAC?
Yeah, they're a MAC team. That's right. What conference are they in? Is it
MAC?
Is it MAC?
Pretty sure.
God, we're so disrespectful. We're so disrespectful.
Yes, they are in the MAC.
It should show up. That's all I'm saying. Let's go back to the phones.
We've got Coritz involved.
Coritz involved, my favorite. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's up, Coritz involved?
Man, I laughed when you said Maction. I couldn't hold it. I had to chuckle. That just cracks me up.
It's Maction.
Reminds me of a certain former coach that was a band member. You know.
I mean, we are playing on Thursday, so it is Maction. For sure.
Shut up.
God.
Maction's on Tuesday.
Stop it.
We haven't
Stop it.
stooped that
Stop
low.
it.
Is it on Tuesdays?
Yeah, they play Tuesday nights.
Oh God. Oh, like PTSD.
Sorry.
Okay. So, well, I'm gonna I'm going to get to my statement before I get to a question.
Okay.
I was starting to look at things like, and then I'm not looking forward to a game ahead. I'm not pulling that garbage that the last staff did and looking forward to too many games.
You can do that. You're not on the team, Cortevall.
Right. Well, I do. I like to stay in the mentality. I like to keep it real.
Okay.
No, but I did look at a lot of what Pitt did last year. And I don't mean to take them lightly. I'm just not as impressed. I mean, they're quote-unquote solid defensively. They do return some guys. I'm just not – if we can just show up and use our heads and take care of business and not shoot ourselves in the foot, that game is a 10 to 12-point win easily. I really do think that. And that's not just being a homer. If we just take care of business, that there is no reason we shouldn't beat them. I really do. I feel like there's a lot of people it's kind of like with now I get it with the Kentucky love. I get it. That roster, those guys have been there a while.
Mm-hmm.
They return a lot of people, and that's a solid coaching staff. And I get it's the same thing with Pitt. Pitt also has to come here to play.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt also has to get their play calls in by the QB walking to the sideline.
Did you see
to
that?
Talk to their coach.
Did you see that? How weird 1983 that was.
I don't know how
it
that's
works.
going to
Pat
work.
Narduzzi's a good coach.
Shh, hush, man. You're messing up Cortevall's point.
Look, here's all you need to know, Cortevall. I can guarantee a win over Pitt. You know why?
Oh.
They play on my birthday. Guaranteed W for Tennessee.
Calling his shot.
So, I mean, you don't even need to break down the game. You don't need to
man.
worry. They play on my birthday. It's going to be my birthday. It's going to be a party up in Neyland. That's where I'm having my birthday party. It's going to be a party of 102, 455. Every spot's going to be filled at noon on a Saturday in September against Pitt, coming off of firing the football coach. Every spot's going to be full, and we're going to have a grand time at Ben's birthday party as Tennessee beats down Pitt.
That's what we should rename it. Ben McKee's birthday.
Yeah. Austin wants to talk about Walter Nolan night at Neyland Stadium for the opener. How about Ben McKee's birthday party at Neyland Stadium? Ben McKee Day at Neyland Stadium.
We'll do it, man. We'll pass out Chuck E. Cheese pizzas.
Hey, I like Chuck E. Cheese. Just give me the one with extra cheese.
What's wrong with Chuck E. Cheese?
I didn't say anything was wrong with Chuck E. Cheese.
I've got a question for you. I'm gonna hop off here.
Okay.
I don't want to hog up the airways, but so say Milton's stat line tomorrow night reads this. You feel what? And I'll hang up after I give you the stat line because I really am interested in what you think.
Okay.
Don't
His
make me do
stat
math.
line reads. Oh no. That's why I didn't ask you, Ben. 19 of 25. 293 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 86 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. I'm gonna hang up with.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be a very great QBR, especially if we're talking about no touchdown. No turnovers. But that would be fantastic. Heck yeah, especially if he only plays in 3 quarters. I mean, I would take that all day. Yeah,
I would take it all day. But do you think he does it all day?
19-25 on 6 incompletions
for 293 and 2 tutties. I can see that for sure.
2 what?
Tutties.
Tutties.
Which would be 12 points because, a touchdown's only worth 6 points.
I can see that.
The one stat I would say I'm going against, I don't see him rushing for 86 yards. A little too high. I think he'll have a nice little rushing performance. Break off a nice run or 2, but I'd be surprised if he had nearly a hundy.
Yeah, I don't really want to see him run the football that much, to be honest.
No, he doesn't have to this game. Now, if the pocket is breaking down and he extends the play and takes off for a long run, that's one thing.
Yeah, I don't want to see that pocket breaking down either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Ben. You know what I'm saying. Yeah,
I could see that. The rushing numbers seem a little high for me, but passing, I can definitely see that being the case. It sure would be awesome to to have Joe Milton come out in that manner. I don't care if it's against Bowling Green or Bishop Sycamore. Just that performance, first game under a new head coach and his debut at Neyland Stadium, that would be really cool, and hopefully set the standard for things to come for the rest of the season, and maybe a sign of what we can expect from Joe Milton. The true first game in which you can judge Joe Milton, to me, is Pitt. Now, if Joe Milton comes out and plays horribly against Bowling Green, that's different. But I would be very surprised if he played horribly against Bowling Green.
Yep. No.
So I think the first game will truly be able to judge Joe as against Pitt.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Let me get to these messages here on YouTube. Man, we rocking and rolling, man. We got some viewers today. Chris asked, what do we think the first play will be tomorrow? Well, I know Joe was asked what he would like to see on the first play. You know what Joe said? He said a running play. He want to get the big boys involved, get his guys up in front involved. Kay loved that, man. He was smiling ear to ear.
Which day of the week does the quarterback find out about the scripted plays? Does the quarterback find out? I mean, surely he knows the first 15 to 20 plays going into the game.
It depends on how the offensive coordinator, how he handles that. I mean, if he is someone that includes the quarterback in on some of the game prep, then there's no reason why he won't at least know the first drive of plays or know the first play. But it just depends. Like a Casey Clausen, a senior year, definitely would have probably a deeper understanding and know and have more of a say than a Casey Clausen as a freshman or a sophomore.
What day of the week do you think the quarterback finds out the scripted plays? You think that's a Friday walkthrough thing or a Saturday before the game thing? Because I
don't think the quarterback probably knows like the exact order, but has like an understanding of kind of like a group of plays that we're going to do.
Because maybe Joe already knows,
and maybe he doesn't know the first play. But it just depends. Again, I think it just really depends on that play caller quarterback relationship, because sometimes you just don't tell the quarterback the first play until the first play. We heard the story about Joey Kitt and Peyton Manning scoring the first play against Alabama there in '95, and that's something they talked about leading up to the game. It doesn't always happen that way. So that's a really good question, Ben.
Joe Milton may already know is my point.
You on your Vol quest right there with your good question, man. That was a nice reporter question. I just don't know that answer.
I mean, it be what it be. I mean, yesterday in a normal week would be Thursday of game week. So I wonder if Joe already knows what the first play is going to be.
Yeah, maybe.
If they run the football, then we know, yes, he did. I want to see them send Jalen Hyatt deep and Joe Milton just launch it. That's what I want to see. If Tennessee wins the coin toss, I want to see them take the football and just launch it on the first play.
I mean, I kind of want to see that too, Ben. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
And then get back to your normal stuff after that.
Utah Vol says a lot of people talk about how simple the hyper offense is, how much scheme can continue to be added throughout the season with such a fast tempo. Yeah, I mean, you can. It is not complex. I mean, in terms of the different checks and reads and the amount of plays in the playbook. Like I remember under Coach Sanders, we had a lot of plays in the playbook. It didn't spend a lot of time perfecting those plays in practice. And then Coach Cut kind of cut it in half, and we did the same plays but with a lot of different formations, and we really repped them a lot in practice, so it made us a whole lot better. When you're going up tempo, you're going fast, I think you have to decrease those amount of plays even more. But there are counters to that. So if you are running RPOs, and you're running a lot of slants, there's counters to that. You can go slants and goes. You can do things like that. Once you see that the defense is jumping, and you're self-scouting, and you see that the opponent that you're playing are very aggressive on those slants. I mean, you can do things like that. So, yeah, I mean, that's a great thing about this game is that whatever you're doing, there's always a counter. There's always a play-action pass off any run play that you run. There's always something that you can do to make it look like you're running the same play that you've been running over and over and over, but do something different and maybe hit the defense for, a play over the top. So you run a lot of bubble screens, cool. You start playing aggressive defensively, then we'll slip one of the blockers out behind the defense and throw it over the top. So I think as the offense evolves and the players feel comfortable in the offense and the defense starts to adjust and get a beat on what we do, I think you can look forward to adjustments being made by this coaching staff. Let's go back to the phones.
Turkey Man.
Turkey Man, what's up?
Hey.
Woo!
That's how you know it's game week.
Turkey Man bringing back the turkey call.
Hey, I tell you what. I know you just got a second here, so I'm gonna go to the business here.
Okay.
Last night I really did enjoy Prime. Prime. I really enjoyed you guys. That was really good. And I'm screaming, just tell him to follow the dog.
That's it.
Just follow the dog. But and I got tickled. I don't know if you mentioned this or not. I've had to go get some phone calls to take care of. But I got tickled when you said something about one of you. I believe Austin said something about the huddle, and they just laughed. What huddle?
Yeah, I know, right? That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, it was. And from what you've seen last night, from Cave and Joe, what do you think will be the first play that we will see, these talking plays, that we will see? Do you think it will be a running play, and do you think it'll be behind Cave base, or what do you think?
I think it's going to be a running play. I think a run is kind of the best way to be able to get up to the line of scrimmage fast and start the tempo. Man, look at when Tennessee played Auburn or when Auburn played. When you throw the ball on first down, it's incomplete. That stalls your tempo more than anything when the ball hits the ground. When you get those completions, you get the ball up real fast, get the ball to the ref, line up, and then you can start the next play. A running play is similar. So I think it will be a running play in the first play, to be able to get the tempo going, start the engines, and we see that offense in full speed. I'll be surprised if it's a passing play first, honestly, unless it's a real easy 5-yard hitch bubble screen, like a really, really simple. I don't think it's going to be a bomb or something like that. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion. Let's go to a break, and then we'll come back with Tom Hart of the SEC Network. He is calling the game with Cole Kublik and Jordan Rogers. We'll be back. Swain Event, fueled by Dead End Barbecue.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
It's a new season, which means it's time to rep your team in new ways with gear from Game Time Sidekicks. Rep the Vols with every sip with a new tie-dye tumbler or bottle. They also have a new NFL Players Association product line, so you can support your favorite VFL on Sundays. Want to put your own flair on a tumbler? Game Time Sidekicks has you covered with options to add your own text or even a monogram on the back of your favorite team tumbler. To check out everything that Game Time Sidekicks has to offer, go to GameTimeSidekicks.com. Carry your team with Game Time Sidekicks.
Is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you. Hello, is that as low as you can go? Okay, thank you.
What are you doing?
Calling around to get the best rate on a car loan.
Why? Everyone knows Alcoa 10 is the best choice to purchase a vehicle or refinance your current loan. And with low interest rates and 90 days to your first payment, it's a no-brainer. You can even apply online and sign all the documents from the convenience of your home.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Alcoa 10 Credit Union. It's so easy. Go to atfcu.com for details. Rates are dependent on credit score and equal housing lender.
When you start your own business, you know that branding can make or break a new venture. That's why Swain Event relies on 42nd Street. 42nd Street is a strategy agency focused on finding creative, open-minded, results-driven solutions to brand design. After over a decade of operations in East Tennessee, the brand architects at 42nd Street have the experience and creative know-how to ensure the success of your business branding, logo, web presence, and more. To see a real-life example of their amazing work, you can check out our website at swainevent.com. Don't trust the branding of your business to just anyone. Check out my friends at 42nd Street online at 42st.com or give them a call at 865-382-7007. 42nd Street, brand, strategy, design.
Top 100 barbecue restaurant Dead End Barbecue is a no-brainer when you are craving the smoky flavor of quality Q. Dead End makes it easy to enjoy their fantastic menu with online ordering from Chow Now for pickup. Or if you don't feel like leaving the house, then have Dead End Barbecue delivered right to your door by Loco Knoxville or Bite Squad. Cheer on your favorite team with the best barbecue around. Check them out online at deadendbbq.com. Dead End Barbecue. The search is over. If you want to get in on the conversation, call the Iris Networks hotline at 865-200-5503. Grow your business with Iris Networks high-speed fiber internet. IrisNetworksUSA.com.
Swain Event fueled by Dead End Barbecue, and we're going to the Iris Networks hotline to talk to Tom Hart, SEC Network. He will be on the call tomorrow night as Tennessee hosts Bowling Green. Tom, good morning, sir.
What's up? Hey, listen, I was supposed to be on 30 minutes ago, but I double booked myself. I'm just not in. I'm not in my routine, so I apologize. But I was told that you are ultra flexible. You can go into yoga. What are you doing? Pilates, hot yoga? Tell me. Let's talk about your flexibility.
That simply means that, hey, when someone wants to come on at 9:30 after saying they can come on at 9, then we could do it. But I am not flexible at all, man. at all. Man, how pumped are you for the start of football?
We're literally driving by Neyland Stadium at this moment. So yeah, I'm fired up. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite stadiums and favorite places to come to. Of course, I lived here for 5 years, so that was part of it. But I'm anxious and excited to see what this offense can look like with Milton, what Josh Heupel can do with this offense. Can this program return to glory, but take the first step with stability? But big picture, to answer your question, I'm happy college football is here, and knock on wood, we continue with open stadiums and crowds and all that. And if it progresses as we all hope, then it's a return to the sport that we all love and we missed desperately last year with all the restrictions that were around it.
Tom, forget about the football. Let's talk about the barbecue. Right. How quickly have you or will you get over to Dead End? I know you are a Dead End guy. How quickly are you going to get over there, and what's your go-to?
Yeah, I was texting with George earlier. Hold on, my chauffeur, Jordan Rogers.
Yeah, I got a message for Jordan Rogers.
Okay. Yeah, we're in. We're going to Dead End for lunch. So I always like to mix it up, and I'm a little bit more aggressive than Coach Barnes, who only gets grilled chicken. I mean, really?
I know,
really,
man.
Rick Barnes, we're going grilled chicken? I understand being healthy, but we got to get a little bit more aggressive than that.
I know, man. I know. Hey, tell Jordan Rogers it's time for him to enter the Swain Event, to get on the show. I sent him a message 3 years ago, no response. It's time.
He's very busy driving me around town.
Well,
we
got Ubers for that. We got Ubers for that, Tom.
That's true. What we don't have is parking spots in G5. That's what we don't have.
No, we don't do parking spots well here.
Tom, if you park in G3, it's like the bottom part of the parking garage across
the bottom part of the garage?
Well, like there's different levels. There's the G3, G4, and the G5. If you go closer to Pratt, they don't check down there for parking. That's where I park when I have to be on campus for media availabilities.
Well, you just gave away your secret.
Well, nobody's listening. It's just you and I. It's just, I mean, you're not going to tell on me, right?
No, I won't tell anybody.
I don't know, Tom. I wouldn't trust Ben, man. He'll get your car towed. I wouldn't trust Ben. I don't know, man. Tom, what do you see that's different? This is
Man, this feels like we've been doing this every 3 or 4 years, man. Last couple of years here at Tennessee, man, with a new head coach. Certainly, there's a lot of optimism surrounding Josh Heupel, but there was optimism surrounding Butch Jones and Pruitt and Dooley and Kiffin. So, do you feel anything that's different here, just on the outside looking in? And now you've hit Knoxville for the call tomorrow.
There's a lot that's different. My perception and reality may be misaligned. I wonder if, given the failures that were at so many different levels in the last two coaching staffs, if there's a little bit more patience and understanding from the fan base, because that's going to be necessary now, especially with all the talent departure, the transfers that left. Guys are going to be having a lot of success for big-time programs that used to wear a T on their helmet. So you think about what the last two coaches accomplished. You know, Butch got great recruiting classes, and he brought talent in. He did build excitement. They had some big wins, and they played in some big games. I mean, Baker Mayfield's still talking about how loud this place was when he came in with Oklahoma. I think that Pruitt, on the front end, the concern was, does he know how to be a head coach and everything that comes with being a head coach, especially in the SEC? We know he's a great coordinator. We knew he'd do pretty good recruiting-wise, but can he manage a staff and handle all of the boss duties that a head coach is responsible for? And ultimately, it seems that was his failure. So, what has changed is now you have the promise of a high-powered offense that historically has put up huge numbers. You've got a quarterback who just stepped foot on campus, really, but has got plenty of experience in 3 years in front of him of eligibility. Yeah. Whether or not, this program still has him at quarterback in 3 years remains to be seen. And I think you have the excitement of hitting the reset button. It just there's going to need to be patience to understand that the talent disparity now has Tennessee closer to Vanderbilt than it is to Georgia or Alabama or any of the other A&M, the elite teams in this league. And it's even with the transfer portal, if he can reverse the flow and get that portal working in his favor, then he can accelerate the process, but that's a long way to go. I mean, the Mississippi River has only flown backwards 3 times in our world's history, and one of those times was last week. So anything's possible.
Tom, I know what you just said was the truth, but you can't do that to me talking about Tennessee is closer to Vanderbilt than Georgia. I was going to come down to Dead End Barbecue and pay for your water, and now I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Listen, here's the deal. I want people to find joy in wherever they can find joy this college football season. All right, so for me, I'm finding joy in the fact that we have a season. We don't have capacity restrictions at places. There is a lot of promise throughout the world of college football. Tennessee fans are going to be able to find great joy Thursday night against a very bad Bowling Green team. They're going to be able to find joy against Tennessee Tech and Vanderbilt, and I think they'll be able to find joy against Pittsburgh. And then to be realistic, you just have to pick your places where you get excited about this team. And I think there are going to be plenty of glimpses of what the future can hold. You just got to be realistic about it. And if this offense can prove to be as explosive as possible, well, gosh, then you got a fighting chance against teams that do have more talent, because you can get a couple of strikes and surprise some people. So let's just be realistic, and let's find joy in the spots that are joyful, and not let the rest of it bring us down.
Hugh Freeze would agree. Hugh would tell everybody to choose joy. So I'm
By
sure
the way, have you guys noticed Hugh had a big pep talk the other night that hit social media, the airwaves. I don't know where I saw it, and he's got his beard going. And he's all fired up. Like, he looks, even though he's at Liberty, he looks like evil Hugh Freeze these days.
I noticed that.
He looks good, man. He looks good, looks healthy and happy.
And
he's definitely more flexible than you, Swain.
Oh, definitely. So,
Definitely.
Got himself a Tennessee transfer. So, hey, man, he's good. He's happy.
But here's the difference between Swain and Hugh is Swain is the yoga instructor and strength coach at Bishop Sycamore, and Hugh Freeze is not. So, I mean, who's really winning?
Jumping jacks, guys, come on.
Hey, let's be honest. Tell me there weren't a couple of coaches who saw that go down with Bishop Sycamore and said, well, I could use some of those dudes. And Hugh Freeze would have been one of them. Come on down to Lynchburg. We got one.
Oh, man.
That's right. I wanted to ask you a little bit more about Joe Milton, Tom. Tennessee fans are hoping that Michigan fans are wrong when they say they had a Joe Milton problem and hoping that Joe Milton had a Jim Harbaugh problem. Just kind of what have you gathered in talking to your peers about the potential of Joe Milton? And do you think Tennessee is taking a step forward in the right direction when it comes to the quarterback position compared to where it was the last couple of years?
Oh, gosh. Listen, I'm not going to throw the 3-year starter under the bus. I thought Jared Garantano, did some good things, but there's no question that they're taking a step forward. I mean, that was a position of weakness for the last couple of years, and it wasn't just Garantano, by the way. It was, and I do believe it was a failure in recruiting, but it was the guys that were behind him that weren't ready. I mean, there were games where Garantano should have been on the bench, but they didn't have anybody that was competent enough to go in there that they could rely on. So, yeah, it takes a huge step forward. And the other answer to that question is Joe Milton won the job. If he won the right guy for the job for this team, he wouldn't have won it. Josh Heupel wants the best quarterback he can get, and within his system, the value of a rocket arm to be able to make deep downfield throws and stretch the defense vertically is one of the first things he looks for. Sorry, my alarm's going off. I'm late for my meeting.
Get there. We got to get you up to here then. Get to that meeting.
Yeah, we're walking. I don't know if we're going the right way, but we're walking. You go back to when Drew Lock was a sophomore at Missouri. Josh Heupel did a great job simplifying the offense to the point that where Heupel could eventually build himself up and build confidence and use. Missouri had some great wide receivers on the perimeter, by the way. And I think he'll put Milton in a very similar situation, especially early in the season, until they get to a point where they can open it up a little bit more. But no, I think I'm excited to see what Milton looks like on the field and directing this offense. And I think it's got potential to be, like I said before.
Well, Hart, man.
Especially against overmatched opponents like we'll get Thursday.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys on the call, man. College football is back. You guys are the best in the business. And you tell Jordan Rogers, man, you better get on this show ASAP. Well, I have to come down there and barbecue and meet y'all and buy somebody's water.
We'll go down and get our free water.
All right, Tom, get to that meeting, my friend.
All right, and stretch, all right? Get some stretching in.
I will.
All right.
I get on my Pilates. I get on my Richard Simmons. Thanks, Tom.
I don't want to see you in those shorts or that headband.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
See ya.
Tom Hart, SEC Network here on the Swain Event. I don't think I have any clothes in the closet that make me look like Richard Simmons.
Yesterday,
yes,
on Tennessee Prime,
yes,
Joe Milton asked Cade Mays for one of Cade's shirts, and Joe says he wears a large. Joe, you ain't wearing no large.
I mean, you might wear a large, man.
Joe Milton is not fitting into a large at 6'5", 245 pounds.
Show off the guns, man. Show off the guns.
He can show off the guns in an XL.
Yeah, he show off the
If
guns.
my guns can come through in an XL, Joe Milton's guns can come through in an XL and probably a double XL.
Hey, man. He say wear large. He wear large.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm going with what Joe Milton said.
Yeah, and Charlie Burris wears mediums.
Oh, man. No comment. 865-255-03. It's Irish Networks hotline. we'll take our last break of the day here at the Swain Event. Big thanks to Tom Hart for joining us as he was walking into a meeting, probably with
Josh Heupel, probably.
Maybe that was a meeting with Josh Heupel. All right, we'll be right back. Swain Event.
For a replay of each day's Swain Event TV, like us on Facebook.
Good morning, Swain Event crew. As the weather heats up, so does our market. And from Johnson City to Knoxville, eager buyers are grabbing up many available properties. The chili is hot in East Tennessee, so if you are ready to buy or sell or want to talk more about our local real estate market, I'm just a phone call away. Or email me at jennifermorris865@gmail.com. And go Vols!
JC's Tree and Landscaping Service specializes in quality tree work done at an affordable price. Trimming and removing trees are their specialty. They also offer other services like land clearing, stump grinding, crane services, and all of your basic landscaping needs for both commercial and residential. JC's will give you a free estimate and beat any written quote by a competitor to guarantee that you get the lowest price around. Don't risk your land with a fly-by-night service. JC's Tree and Landscaping is licensed and insured. Give them a call at 865-599-3799. We're here with Dr. Michael Carlson of Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine to discuss PRP, platelet-rich plasma. If you have orthopedic injuries such as shoulder pain, knee pain, Achilles tendonitis, or tennis elbow, you should give them a call.
Good to be back, Jason. We specialize in non-surgical orthopedics, so we treat damaged tendons, ligaments, and joints, including rotator cuff injuries, knee injuries, and elbow and foot problems by using ultrasound-guided injections with PRP. And this form of treatment helps stimulate the body's own reparative process and assist in the healing of damaged tissue.
Doc, what makes your training different than others?
I've been practicing in Knoxville for over 26 years, and I'm certified in interventional regenerative orthopedic medicine through the American Academy of Orthopedic Medicine. They've been the leader in this form of treatment since 1983. I also teach this form of treatment on a national and international basis to other physicians, residents, and medical students. Here in our clinic, I'm the one doing the procedure, and we're using your own PRP, which are concentrated platelets, to treat your injury. So in other words, Jason, it comes from you and it goes back to you. So you know exactly what you're getting and know exactly the level of training involved.
Do what the pros, college athletes, and I have done, and visit them online at trsportsmedicine.com. Tennessee Regenerative Sports Medicine, East Tennessee's leader in PRP therapy.
More and more Tennessee businesses are switching to Iris Networks for reliable, local, high-quality, high-speed business fiber internet. Iris provides direct internet access from 10 megs to 10 gigs with no payments for 90 days. Iris also offers next-generation business phones with work from anywhere capability from the mobile or laptop app. With local sales, support, and service, Iris is a partner in the community. Learn more at irisnetworkusa.com or call 865-448-IRIS. Iris Networks, a Tennessee business connecting Tennessee businesses.
Home service problems occur, even at the most inconvenient times, like during a health crisis. And Keller is always here to help you 24/7. As people are social distancing and staying at home on workdays, it's an easier time to take care of home maintenance items that you feel are necessary. And we've put new safety precautions in place, like wearing gloves, avoiding physical contact, new sanitation protocols, and limiting time in your home. We're here for you.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Big thanks to Tom Hart for joining the program today. That's dedication right there, man. That's pull right there. Swain Event pool, Ben McKee pool right there. Getting Tom Hart on the show as he walks into a big-time production meeting.
As he's sitting next to Jordan Rogers.
Better come on this show.
How about
Get some smoke for you, Jordan Rogers?
Oh yeah,
this is the first time I might ever have to threaten somebody to come on the show.
You think Tom made that comment about Tennessee being closer to Vandy because he was next to Jordan?
I mean, he wasn't wrong. It just hurt. It wasn't wrong. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. But it wasn't wrong. Chad Ray is right, man. He's like, Tom Hart pushing his luck with that Vandy comment. True or not? Yeah, man. Hey. Joe says Swain said there was optimism with Dooley. Nah, yeah, you're right, Joe.
There's been optimism with every coach when he's hired.
I don't think there was a lot of optimism when Dooley was hired, honestly.
There was a time where people got on the Dooley bandwagon. It happens with every single coach. It may not have been long. It may not have been extensive, but there was a time.
Not the beginning.
I guarantee
you downgraded. Like everyone knew you kind of downgraded.
Maybe so, but I guarantee you by the end of the summer, people talk themselves into it. It's how it works. It's why we're fans. It's why we're fanatics.
Especially when they came out with that Orange Pants series.
To Butch and to Pruitt and to Heupel.
Yeah.
Barnes.
It happens.
Tyndall. Konzo.
Barnes is different, though.
Dave Serrano. Tony Vitello. It happens.
Barnes was, for me, excitement from
Holly Warlick. Kelly Harper. We talk
ourselves
into every single head coach.
Now. I'm going to the phones. Who's on the phone?
000-16.
Look here, Oklahoma Benjamin. Don't get started.
What do you mean, Oklahoma Benjamin? Where did that come from?
So I'm giving you your Oklahoma nickname before they even enter the league. So you're going to be Oklahoma Benjamin when they enter the league.
Can you at least make it Texas since they're orange and UT?
You cannot have the son. You cannot take the son and replace the father. So no, we will never recognize Texas. No.
Fair enough.
Now back to Care Bear over here. So you want to choose violence today, huh, Swain?
I didn't say anything this hour.
This hour.
It wasn't this hour. This hour. This hour. Like just because it became, hour 3 belongs to me, and you knew I was going to reply sometime today. Now, Ben, you've heard these calls for a couple of years. Hasn't he always thrown up, the fact that Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson retired, right?
Yes.
Early, like really early.
But check this out, early retirement, right? But
yeah, like
that there's the best offensive lineman his team has had over the last decade. Retired early, sat out a year, and now plays for Kansas City, and that's Kyle Long, Howie Long's youngest child. But notice he never mentions is that he forced his best offensive lineman to retire, take a year off, and then come back with another team. Then he come back to y'all. It's like he hit the transfer portal and went to Kansas City.
Well, that's because
was he a Hall of Famer?
That's because Swain's a hypocrite.
Was he on the way to being a Hall of Famer? I swore I thought Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson were like on their way to be Hall of Famers and were the best players on the team and retired early.
You're sitting there saying he's the best offensive lineman you had in a decade.
Oh, best
and
offensive
he quit on you.
lineman.
And he quit on you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, without a line, you can't run and throw.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Nice attempt. A nice attempt right there, but nothing will come close.
But you know what?
To the Lions having to pay Barry Sanders to be associated with them.
But you know what, though, Swain? Think about this.
Yes, sir.
You're the only team in NFL history never to have a 4,000-yard passer. That makes you the Detroit Lions of NFL quarterbacks.
And you're the only team in NFL history to go a whole season without winning a damn game, Triple-O, in 16.
Hey, Cleveland just did it 5 years ago. What you talking about, homie? Cleveland did it too.
You're the first team. You made history.
But you know what makes history? Little Care Bear? It's the fact that it's going to take 17 games for you to have one 4,000-yard passer. That means as much as I want to admit, you talk about me wasting Barry Sanders and wasting, Calvin Johnson, but think about it. You wasted Willie Gault's speed.
He won championship.
You But you know what? He won the championship. But
you know what?
But the question is, Swain,
What happened?
was you in Pampers? But you was in Pampers. You didn't see it.
It don't matter.
You act like you was sitting there. You act like you was sitting there cheering them on.
It happened.
You act like you was in the stands.
It happened. It happened. And when the Lions win 7 games this year, we'll throw a party at Dead End Barbecue just for you and bring balloons and everything. We'll have a cake made for you. Celebration time. The Lions win 7 games. I know that's your goal for this season.
You know what, Swain? I'm going to celebrate when we beat you, though, on Thanksgiving. That's going to be my celebration because I'm going to be eating like my 4th plate of Thanksgiving food, and I'm going to sit there and laugh. And you better pray. You better pray we don't beat you Thanksgiving.
I know you're going to be
because
happy.
Teddy Kane going to be 100.
I know why you're going to be happy, Triple O, because Thanksgiving Day game is y'all Super Bowl.
Here's the reality.
It's not my Super Bowl.
Here's the reality. The Lions suck. And the Bears suck and are overrated as well.
Shut up, Ben.
Oh, look here, Ben. Your team got ass drug at home by Cleveland. My little brother whooped your ass at home in the playoffs.
That's one game.
Drug
we have
you.
two
Tapped
champions.
you raw.
We have two
Your
championships.
rival, a team that's not even your rival, drags you raw at home on your home field.
Why are you so aggressive today, Triple O? You okay, man?
I'm sitting there seeing, look here, my team is bad. I expect them to rebuild. Y'all acting like y'all this and that.
You sound
But
backed
Ben,
up. You sound like you need a bowel movement.
Well, you keep moving the goalposts. At 1 minute, you're talking about all-time greatness. The next minute, you're talking about individual seasons. Which one you want to talk about?
Hey, we talk about it all. We can do it all.
Well, I was talking about it all. The fact that Detroit has never won a Super Bowl, and the fact that the Steelers are tied for the most in NFL history,
Super Bowl.
and the Bears over there got one.
They're happy to win a playoff game, man.
Who?
You can't even beat Cleveland. You could have beat Cleveland.
You can't make the playoffs. You can't go 500.
You couldn't even beat Cleveland the last week of the season. Then they came the next week and spanked you at home.
I'd rather get spanked by the Browns in the playoffs than be happy to go 500 in the season.
You could have eliminated them out of the playoffs. They came back the next week and spanked your ass at your home
Triple
field.
O, you are correct.
Triple O.
You're right, Triple O, but I'd rather deal with that than what you got to deal with.
Triple O. You're a Lions fan.
Hey, you know what? At least I got something that neither one of y'all will have, and that's undying loyalty.
Oh, we're Tennessee fans. What are you talking about?
You a Yankees fan, you front runner.
Triple O, you're a Lions fan. You're a Lions fan,
Hey,
Triple O. I know why
you're right, though.
You got the
But I love y'all.
I know, man. You got my dog in the background barking at you, man. He can just tell he can feel the aggressive energy in the air, man.
Then he just hangs up. He just hangs up.
He's so aggressive and mad. He's like Anthony Mason. Sound like he just want to fight. It's okay, Triple O. You wouldn't be this stressed out if you just was a Titans fan. You've been living in Tennessee all your life. Just switch to the Titans, man. He's so angry.
He said, Triple O said he was going to celebrate 7 wins in a 17-game schedule, and he has the nerve to call in and talk about my Steelers being embarrassed by the Browns.
Oh, man. He big mad, too, man. He big mad.
I'm with Tina. Next time Triple O's getting the plane.
Man, definitely. With them points, man. All right. Birmingham says, when y'all jump on Triple O, it hurts my heart because he sounds like me every time I talk about Tennessee to other fan bases. I'm not supposed to be laughing. My laughs will turn to cries here shortly. All right, who we got right quick?
Dave Toner.
Dave Toner, take us out. On top, Dave
Good
Toner.
morning, guys.
All right, good morning, my man.
Good morning, Yinzer.
I just want to ask all the listening audience and whoever's watching on whatever apps and whatever, we all got to band together and pray for Triple O. He needs some serious prayer today.
He do, man.
He does.
He needs some serious prayer.
Yeah.
He spoke a little bit of truth.
He's hurt.
But then he checked out on us. He checked out on us when he mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers in the same conversation, in the same breath, with the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it's obviously something wrong with Triple O. You're right.
There's something wrong with him.
Yeah, he needs our prayers, man. He needs our thoughts. You're right. Something ain't right there, man. It's time for intervention.
Guys, love y'all.
Thanks,
It's game time in Tennessee, baby.
That's right, man. Thanks for the phone call, man. Appreciate it, man. Tomorrow, Alumni Hall, baby. We'll be at Alumni Hall tomorrow, getting ready for kickoff. Tennessee game day. Oh yes, tomorrow is officially football time in Tennessee. Oh my goodness, cannot wait. We will be live at Alumni Hall September the 4th on Saturday. Block out a couple of hours of your day because there will be a block party sponsored by the Vol Network in Alumni Hall right there at the Turkey Creek location from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. But, man, we're going to be at Alumni Hall tomorrow. I can't wait to be inside of that sea of orange. The latest and greatest new Tennessee gear will be right there at Alumni Hall. They will open up early for you to get up in there and shop till you drop. Ben, what size you want me to get for you, man?
XL.
Medium. Show off those guns.
Let the record show. T McBee 13, aka Tyler. He said that he agrees with me. He don't see Joe Milton fitting into a large.
Hey man, he said he wears a large. You calling my quarterback a liar? Are you calling QB1 a liar, Ben? You would not dare do that. You got to turn it around on you. Quiet over there.
What you tend to do. Yes, I am calling him a liar.
8 a.m. is when the stores at Turkey Creek will open, Alumni Hall. Best selection of gear. And, man, we are pumped about tomorrow being football time in Tennessee. For Ben McKee, I'm Jason Swain. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday on the first day of the month. Be safe. Be blessed. Tomorrow we'll be back 7 a.m. If you know someone that could use some tickets and deserve some tickets, and this is an opportunity, please reach out. Swain at SwainEvent.com is my email. Hit us up. Twitter, Ben McKee or myself at Swain Event, and we'll make sure that we pass these blessings on to someone deserving. Peace and love. We are out.
At work, can't call in? Don't feel bad. You can talk to the guys on the text box. It's part of the free Swain Event app. Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.
Guys, your health right now is more important than ever. I recommend Low T Center. That's where I get my levels checked. It all starts with the annual wellness exam where they do a comprehensive health assessment exclusively for men, making it quick and easy to take care of your health. And now they offer monitored self-inject at-home testosterone treatment. Most insurance is accepted. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment and make your health a priority. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
At Iris Networks, we know that business communication solutions are critical to your success. Since 1998, we've been helping businesses in East Tennessee by providing reliable and affordable high-speed fiber internet and voice solutions. That's why Iris Networks is your Tennessee communications partner. With internet speeds up to 100 gigs and work-from-anywhere solutions like mobile apps, video conferencing, and file sharing, we make sure you can stay connected to your customers and great communities we live and work in. Iris Networks, because just like you, Tennessee is our home.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. Firms from Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham have stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local law firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. They are our neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Hour 3 of the Swain Event is brought to you by the Low T Center and lowtcenter.com. Do you know your numbers? Feel like you again. Let us help.